We've got that
Yeah.
on. New, hold potentially inappropriate messages for review. Oh, turn that on, please, by all
Lovely,
means.
please.
That is a good idea. Hello, YouTube. Eli's not here. We'll explain that whenever the radio catches up because they're not on yet.
Eli's
So-
gone. I'm in charge now.
Yeah, he's the radio manager and I'm the
I am-
admin. So
I'm the head of the pack now.
Oh my gosh. All right, though. So we got about another 20 seconds until radio is on, and then we'll get started. It's gonna be a good show today.
I think it'll be good.
We may not have Eli, but that makes the show just 10 times better. Am I right?
Absolutely.
We're awful people.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I love you, Eli. I'm sorry. I miss you.
I know.
Here's
I'm
my
glad you're
heart.
gone.
It's like Kingdom Hearts. The heart's flying
I
out.
did it. Whatever happened to you, I did it. I was responsible.
So you broke his toe.
yes.
Cool. Oh, hey, we're live.
Excellent. That's a great way to
Awesome.
open the show.
Great way to open the show. Whatever happened to you, I did.
I'm gonna need to play that back. I hope it opens with
Okay.
you. I hope it opens with you saying like, "So you broke his toe."
That'd be great. Okay, well, hi everybody. Welcome to the Doghouse. This is a gaming show on the Tower Radio featuring Dingo and Updog.
Hey, what's up, fellow gamers? Husky, our co-host, is not doing too well today. He's not
Yeah.
feeling well, so he's not going to be here.
He's not well.
I think we'll
If
have a
you-
great show.
Yeah, if you heard at the beginning, it's a broken toe. Don't know
Yeah.
how it happened. Not sure if I want to know how it happened. It's kind of weird, but
I'm sure he probably just stubbed it or tripped or something.
You're right.
I mean,
So
I've broken my toes before, but I've never had to go to the hospital, so it must be pretty broken.
yeah, I mean that's a broke toe.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of jump right into stuff. I'm
do
gonna
it.
go. We'll do weather first. Let's go ahead and refresh to make sure it's nice and good. You want to do weather? Let you do weather.
All right, let me see here. It's 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity 73%. Wind speed southwest 10 miles per hour.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It's pretty. It looks like it wants to rain, but it
Yeah.
can't quite work up the energy. Just like
Mhm.
me on all my endeavors and
Yeah.
projects.
It looks like down here it's supposed to. It might shower tonight and tomorrow, and possibly a little bit this afternoon. But it's like a 20% chance for this afternoon. And it feels pretty good though. Honestly, outside it's not bad. So that's pretty nice at least. And then for our verse of the day, this is the NIV version of the Bible, 2 Corinthians 5:21, and it says, "God made him who had no sin to be sin for us, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God."
Yeah. So is that if it's Corinthians? That's Paul,
Yes,
I
this
can
is
assume.
Paul writing to the
Yeah.
the Church of Corinth.
and he's referencing Jesus. And I mean,
Yeah,
I can tell that immediately, but probably back in the day, this was like probably really revolutionary, or they just had
Oh,
no
yeah.
idea what he was talking about.
well, this is his second letter to the Corinthian church.
Uh-huh.
So if I remember correctly, the first letter was they were having some questions. They had a lot of different theological questions. And so they asked him about it. He sent that letter. And so from that letter, this is actually technically a response back,
Right.
because the Church of Corinth asked him more questions from the questions they asked him first. And so this is him probably giving them some more theological background on what Jesus really did. And so what I love about this, because you don't hear this a lot even in the Bible, is it's God made him who had no sin to be sin. It's just he was the embodiment of sin for a little bit there
Right.
while he was conquering it and while he died. And so it's a really cool
It's
visual picture.
if I can't pretend that I understand exactly what was going on in Jesus's head or heart, but
Oh, true.
just thinking of like he was probably the one human who was closest to God since the day he was born.
Mhm.
And then to become sin, which is the thing that brings you, the one thing that can separate you from God.
Yeah,
Like that must have been,
that's a huge thing.
that was probably worse than all the physical torture.
I mean, really, yeah.
Yeah.
In all honesty, because he had such a great, he has an amazing relationship with the Father. And so that was like the one time in history that they ever will or ever have been separated.
Mm,
So it's pretty crazy stuff. It's
yeah.
really cool though. All right. So that's the verse of the day. So now we're going to move on to some top of the hour stuff. Would you
We
like
got-
to up dog? Would you like to top of the hour?
Would I like to top of the hour? Okay, listen.
Would you like to top of the hour?
this? I got
Oh,
some.
he's about to blow up.
I
on
got
us,
some
ladies and
good. I
gentlemen.
got some good top of the
Oh,
hour
no.
here. Let me just pull this up real quick.
Oh, he's pulling up the articles. He's that excited. He usually
Yeah,
doesn't do this
yeah,
if you're if you're new to the show. He's literally pulling out his phone and looking up the article. So
Okay,
he's pretty
fine.
hype. I mean, I won't lie. He did tell me what the top of the hour stuff was, and whenever he said it, I was not only confused but also very interested. So by all means,
Okay, so 2 top of the hours today. First one, Persona Q2 New Cinnamon Labyrinth is set for release in Europe and the US this June.
awesome.
It's already been released it got released last year in Japan, Japan, but this is them like sending it out.
Yeah.
It's like Pokemon Mystery Labyrinth, but like Persona.
Yeah.
If anything, it looks really cute. So I mean, if you're a big
Yeah.
fan of Persona, go ahead and play it.
Hey, how are they gonna play it? How are they gonna play it?
On
Logan?
3DS. Nintendo
3DS,
3DS,
that's
baby!
right. Apparently, the 3DS is still not dying.
It will never die.
It's never gonna die. I don't get why in the world. Why would you put it on there? that is the worst system you could put this on. And
Why?
you can put it on the Switch. You can put it on I mean, really, just the Switch.
It
You
isn't-
can put it on the Switch.
It looks really like the graphics look pretty bad in the cutscenes.
Oh, they do
on the 3DS. It looks really scratchy too.
no.
So like,
Oh, that's so bad. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Okay.
let's stop it with the bad stuff. Let's move on to something good. What's
Okay.
your at the top of the hour?
So earlier this month, the teaser trailer for Persona 5, The Royal,
Ooh.
it dropped. Basically, it looks like what Atlas usually does with Persona games is they'll, like a couple of years after production is finished, they'll revamp the game, add in some new characters, add in some new plot lines, and re-release it.
Oh yeah.
It's been confirmed for the PS4,
Okay.
but
Okay.
usually these games get expanded to other consoles. So the question that everyone and their dog is asking
Switch.
is it coming to the Switch?
I think I mean, at this point, they really kind of have to.
I think
Everyone has been asking for Persona 5 on the Switch.
Yeah.
And the fact that Joker's on Smash
that's the thing.
Bros.
There's a whole lot of like circumstantial evidence to put it on the
Mm.
Switch.
And Q2. Q2's on
Q2.
3DS.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
buddy.
we're getting more information on it April 24th, which
Oh
is
wow, that's really soon.
yeah, April is when Joker is supposed to be released too.
Ooh.
I'm thinking it's all gonna go
It's got to be on the Switch.
Yeah, I think it's
There's
all
no way.
it's all probably going to go down at the Persona Live concert happening on the 24th, which
Yeah.
I mean that sounds amazing.
Oh, there's gonna be a concert.
Yeah, live concert.
Oh wow, that's freaking cool. I'd go to that.
I feel like I have to mention this, but it's kind of sketch.
Okay.
So people have been doing data mining of Smash Bros. That's how we got new information on the
Yes.
possible info on the.
Ooh, I
on the
think I
new
know what you're gonna
characters.
talk about. But
Yeah.
okay.
So they did some data mining on Joker, and they found that one of his costumes, or a file related to his costume, has a
Mhm.
ponytail mechanic or file. And the one thing we saw, like normally that'd be
Mhm.
weird, except the one thing that we saw in this teaser trailer was a new character, like a new girl with a ponytail. So people are thinking maybe it's like
a female Joker.
like a
You can basically change the gender of Joker in this game. Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
some people are thinking that like that
No,
it
I
could.
mean,
It's
yeah.
possible, like maybe like almost like the Shulk special costume or like Robin's special costumes.
yeah, more like Robin, because Shulk
Probably
doesn't
more
have
like
a
Robin.
female one.
Well,
But
he's got one costume that's like unique to him.
oh,
And
okay,
so
yeah,
I'm kind
yeah.
of thinking like,
Similar thing.
yeah. I mean,
It sounds cool because I mean, Joker doesn't have to be a guy in that game.
The problem is like
There's no like male thing. Oh, I guess the romances. They'd have to make like
that's the thing. Is
male
like
ones now in the game.
I think maybe there'll be a new female playable character, but I don't think the whole game will support a female protagonist. Just because
Okay.
like the whole game is really like the whole story is kind of hinged on a male protagonist. There's
Okay.
a lot of stuff that goes on,
Oh,
know?
Okay, yeah. I feel you. Okay,
but I'm like,
yeah, because it can get dark in that game. It
Yeah.
can be. But
I really want this game to be on Switch. I played about halfway through it and I had to quit because it wasn't mine. But like,
Oh, dadgum.
I really want this
Dude,
game on the Switch.
I'll be real. I'll play it on the Switch.
Yeah.
This is a game I will play.
Mm.
It looks very, very fun. So I thought you were gonna say something else. I will admit that because I didn't know about that. But a little while ago, I remember there was another data mine happening for just character stuff in general. And apparently, people had found a lot more empty slots for characters than they anticipated.
Yeah, I had heard that.
I guess this is another top of the hour, by the way. But apparently there were 18. So 2 of them were covered by Joker, and one of them was the other one was Piranha Plant. So we have the 4 characters that are coming out already.
Right.
So what are the other 12? That's the real question.
I guess they could be like maybe testing out to see how well the fighter pass does. Like if it makes a lot more money than they thought it would,
then they can get like another fighter pass and basically just more characters. Which honestly, if they're gonna ride the Switch for a while, that's not a bad idea. Just keep releasing characters, keep going, because there's so many characters that people want. And so if you can make this like Banjo-Kazooie gets in Smash, Sora gets in Smash, Monster Hunter gets in Smash, Joker's already in Smash. I was gonna try and think of one for you, but you've got like literally everyone you want.
That's the thing. People are like, who do you think is gonna be the next DLCs? I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, you've got everyone you want. Like literally, you guessed like
all my faves are in.
Yeah, you've really guessed everybody. Yeah. The people that I want, the 2 that I want is Sora and Banjo, but we'll see. Anyway,
I think Banjo's got a pretty good chance.
I think he does too. I mean, Microsoft's already said that they would love to, like they'd love to work with Nintendo on that.
I bet they would.
So, I mean, they get stuff for that too.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my top of the hour stuff today. Number 1 is Shantae 5 has been officially revealed.
Shantae 5.
And the cool thing I like about the picture that I saw is it says Shantae and then her hair is making the 5.
Yeah,
kind of like magically, and I was like, oh, that's cute. And so it's coming out for the Switch, for Xbox One, PS4, Steam, and something else that I'm going to discuss in a second. But yeah, what do you think about that? Shantae 5. It's a pretty good platformer. I've heard it's got like a not much story, but it's really fun.
I've always had a soft spot for good indie platformers, Shantae included. I thought it was kind of
Shovel Knight. What?
Shovel Knight.
I didn't say anything. What?
Hollow Knight.
Sorry.
Hyper Light Drifter.
Oh gosh.
I can go on and on, dude.
True. Yeah. Hyper Light Drifter's pretty good.
The Dead Cells actually.
Dead Cells pretty good.
Dead Cells is on the Switch now. I'm thinking.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I might have to get that. That's like a perfect console. Anyway,
I may check that out. Anyway.
Yeah, I thought it was weird that it was only like a poster. There's like no teaser or any gameplay, but I guess like it might be a little ways off.
That's true. They just kind of wanted to get the excitement building a little bit.
I mean, there were a lot of people pushing for her to be in Smash. So I mean, she's got a good the games have a good fan base.
Definitely. They definitely have a big enough fan base.
Yeah.
Because I know in most of the polls on the internet and stuff, she was always one of the bigger characters to make it in.
Right.
Like that people wanted.
She got a sticker or a spirit or whatever.
She got a spirit. That's true. So I don't know. A lot of people are saying if they're an assist trophy or if they're a spirit, they're not in. And so I think that may be true, possibly, but I'm also not 100% on that.
I feel like I don't think she's going to be DLC.
Yeah.
Just because, like, I mean, Shovel Knight.
Yeah. He's kind of the head of the indies, and he's
at least as far as Nintendo is concerned, I think he is kind of the head indie character.
Yeah. I'd say he would be for everybody, wouldn't you?
I'm trying to think. I think PS4 might. I think Hollow Knight did better on the on the PlayStation.
Yeah. Hollow Knight's really good. It's true.
Hollow Knight is amazing.
Good. All right. So, Shantae 5. But also, my next top of the hour is something else that's kind of interesting. A new thing that has been announced is the Apple Arcade and Google Stadia. Oh gosh, you're already laughing. This is not good.
I don't know.
All right.
It's so weird.
It is very interesting. Actually, let me pull up the details on this again because I'm a little foggy on it. But if I remember right, it's basically a subscription service, and you get specific games that you can play. As far as I'm aware, that's really all that it is. So
the thing is, like I kind of understand the logic behind it, but at the same time, I'm like, what am I gonna play it on?
Yeah,
I don't have. There's no Google or Apple consoles, thank God. But I mean,
yeah, really. If they started doing that, I'd get scared. I
Pulling
think
a,
it's like
pulling a Soldier Boy.
I'm trying to remember. I feel like the way that it looked is it was like on your phone or your iPad.
That's interesting. Like, am I
And
gonna?
so I didn't really get it because I mean, but the thing is, and I can give them this, is there is a way to connect controllers to iPhones and iPads.
That's true.
There are controllers you can use. And so if it's like it's like a less graphical intense game or it doesn't have that much storage in it or anything, you could make a case for things like Shantae 5, which Shantae 5 is going out on both, I think. At least I know for sure on Apple Arcade, not so sure on Stadia.
Hmm.
But I mean, you can make a case for it being there as long as like it's not as graphically intense on that version, and then for everything else, it's a little scaled up. So
It almost feels like someone saw how well the Switch was doing, and they were like, "Hey, we got we got portable small devices that are similar caliber or better. We could totally cash in on some of this."
yeah. All right, let's see. Before we've gathered everything, no, including release date. Okay, so Apple Arcade is the tech giant's gaming subscription service designed for mobile, desktop, and the living room.
Televisions.
Okay, already scares me, but
It's Apple Apple
yeah.
TV.
Oh, Apple TV. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Okay, it takes the form of a monthly subscription service that provides unlimited access to a curated selection of paid games on the App Store. It's not totally unlike the Game Pass on Xbox, although arcade games will offer full access to all updates and DLC. That's
Mm,
that's actually kind of interesting. That makes it a little bit better than Game Pass in a way, and so that sounds cool. Okay,
Right.
let's see. Apple has not yet revealed the pricing on the service, but it promises more details will come in the months ahead. Currently, we know that it will be available in 150 countries sometime this fall. It will support games across iOS devices, both iPhones and iPads, Mac OS, which we use this here, and Apple TV. And you'll be able to transfer your progress between different platforms. Essentially, you can move from playing something on your phone to your TV or laptop, for instance. So that's pretty
Hmm.
cool. I mean, that's actually not a bad idea.
I mean,
I'll be honest.
it does sound. It sounds like a good idea, like in theory, but
Yeah.
at the same time, you're playing stuff on your phone.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
I don't think the performance of these games is ever gonna might not be as good as just straight up console or stuff. I think the Switch has kind of taken over the mobile /
Oh yeah,
home market.
that's true. Definitely.
But this, I mean, if I was Apple or Google, I guess I would probably try to do something like this.
like that. Yeah. All right, let's see.
Well, they actually
Ooh.
they kind of have to, because if one does it, then the other has to. As
Oh yeah,
well.
it's true for competitive sakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what games are on the Apple Arcade? Currently, development partners Sega, Konami, Disney, Sumo Digital, Cartoon Network, and more are all signed on to contribute games. There's confirmed to be more than 100 exclusives at launch, with more promised to be added. So they
sweet
actually
baby
made a little
Jesus.
list here. I'm going to read some of them that I think actually sound cool. Oh, that sounds cool. Atone, Heart of the Elder Tree. Let's go with Lego Brawls. I think it sounds like a Lego fighting game. That's kind of cool.
That's interesting. I like Lego
Um,
games.
Oh gosh, Ocean Horn 2.
Ocean Horn. What's Ocean?
I don't know if you've
Horn?
ever played Ocean Horn, but I played the demo at an Apple store actually. It's literally it's like a 3D version of 2D Zelda, but it's awful.
Ew.
It's really gross.
Sounds gross.
And so yeah, there's that. Oh wait, whoa. Oh, okay. I thought that said Bayonetta. I was like, what?
Excuse me.
Yeah, I know. I got very concerned and confused. But we know Shantae is going to be on this, and then also apparently something called Sonic Racing. This is not the same Sonic Team Racing. It just says Sonic Racing. So I'm
Sonic
not sure what it is.
Sonic Racing is the it's a new kart racer.
No, that's Sonic Team Racing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Because it's the one that it's like they're all about teamwork or teams and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Okay, let's see. Does it offer online play? This is actually a big thing. Apple Arcade isn't a cloud-based streaming service, which means you can download and play games offline. This stands in direct contrast to Google's cloud-based Stadia game streaming platform, which the company said can't run offline. So in other words, Stadia you can't do offline; you have to be online. But for Apple Arcade, apparently you can download it and just play it offline.
That sounds bad, but at the same time, like, when am I don't really know when a
Wait,
time
which one sounds bad, Google
mean,
or Apple?
having to play, not being able to play offline, but at the
Yeah.
same time, like, I'm kind of always
Online.
online.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing. It's not it's not as big of a hurdle in today's age. If it was maybe 10 years ago or something like that, where there wasn't as much of wireless things being everywhere, literally,
Right. Yeah.
I think it would be more of a problem. But it's kind of okay because most of the time we're in the comfort of our homes playing something anyways, or we're
Yeah.
somewhere else that has Wi-Fi or free Wi-Fi because like every restaurant's starting to do that now.
Right. If
And
I'm
so-
if I'm offline, playing video games is not my biggest concern. I got to worry
Yeah.
about like wolves or or the fact
I
that the
gotta worry about wolves.
the
he
fact that
says.
the ship is
Oh,
sinking
gosh.
or that the plane is crashing or
Oh my gosh, whatever.
I've got bigger things going on in that scenario.
Awesome. Well, okay. Well, that's it for the top of the hour for today. We actually took a lot longer on that than I thought we would. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I thought like
lots of details. Really,
I thought getting rid
so
of Husky would make things faster, but I guess not.
I guess we're wrong.
I guess I have to cut someone else out of the show now.
Well, before he does that, we're
Before
gonna
he
take a
does.
break. Before we get into our main thing we're doing today. We're not doing as much of a news thing or like newer things, I guess, except we kind of are. Instead, what we're doing today, since Husky's not here, I'm assuming next time we meet, which is next Friday, we're going to be talking a little bit about Sekiro. And since he's the guy that's really played a lot of Sekiro, we want him here. And so
Sekiro might have killed him. That might not be why
that
he's
may be
here.
why he broke his toe.
It might have
He was mad at a boss and he
kicked
just
something
kicked something and it broke.
It's like Final
But-
Destination. You try to attack
gosh.
Sekiro and it just fights back in
That's
the real
right,
world.
in the real
You die in the game, you die in real life.
Oh no. But anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're actually just gonna talk about games we're playing right now. You'll hear more about that whenever we get back. But like I said, we're gonna take a small break and we'll be back. So
Mm.
please stay tuned.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
Colors weave into a spiral of flame. Distant sparks go to a past still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Search your soul and reawaken the undying light. On that day, when the sky fell away, our world came to an end. In our eyes, did a fading sunrise in the dark, glimmering shadows. Silence grows in the spaces between, stretching up beyond time. Rising up as a chorus of souls find a voice, flickering through the void. These little sparks cling on to life, everyone caught in the struggle. And then the storms of change, they fan the flames, gathering ashes to the wind. Every soul contains a whisper of light, gleaming faintly as it dwindles from sight. No escape, no greater fate to be made. In the air, the chains of time will not break. Colors weave into a fire of flame. Distant sparks come to a past still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Search your soul and reawaken the undying light. As fate spins the thread without end, new life draws its first breath. Blossoming in a soul you'll reclaim from the past, where destiny holds fast. Here where we stand, hand clenched in hands, everyone caught in the struggle. This is the day we finally find our way, stepping into our tomorrow. Every song contains a whisper of light, growing louder as it calls to ignite. From the distance sings a chorus of souls, rising slowly, stopping heat from the coals. Colors weave into a fire of flame. Distant sparks come to a past still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Light will guide you on your Every song contains a whisper of light, growing louder as it calls to ignite. From the distance sings the chorus of souls, rising slowly, stirring from the cold. Colors weave into a smile of flame. Distance marks come to a past still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Light will guide you on your way to the ultimate light.
Hello, everybody. We are back.
Hey, what's up, fellow gamers?
So welcome back to the Doghouse. This is Dingo and Updog,
That is me. I am the Updog.
minus the Husky,
Husky's
who is
gone.
not here.
You'll
But
never.
it's okay. We miss you.
If
And if you're
you-
listening somewhere out there, tell us.
We'll
Let us
find
know.
you.
Well, also that, I guess. Apparently, we're gonna find
If you guys have seen our Husky, like let us know.
Have you seen our Husky?
He's kind of big. He's got a dumb look on his face. He's probably
Maybe wearing glasses.
he's probably rooting through your trash right now.
looking for Sekiro.
Looking
I'm just
for
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm
Looking
just
for a
kidding.
way to beat Sekiro.
Looking for a way to beat Sekiro. That's a better way to put it. Sekiro, I've heard, is actually pretty fun. It's a good game.
It's
So-
very different from other Dark Souls, but
Yes.
like
It's interesting. But anyway,
Hmm.
all right. So now we're going to go on to the main discussion that we're going to do today, which is what are we playing?
it's a new segment of the show that we're gonna pull out if we're desperate and don't know
We're
what to do.
Basically,
Yeah, if we don't know what
Uh,
to do, we're just gonna sit down and talk
yeah.
about games that we're playing.
for context, we didn't know about anything being different for this show until maybe like
a
maybe
couple
3
hou-
hours ago, 2
yeah.
hours ago, something like
2 or
that.
3 hours.
And
ago.
so because of that is why we're kind of stressing a little bit.
Yeah.
We've kind of got everything under control though, because we don't want our buddy to be like scared that we're like, oh, chicken with the head cut off or whatever. So all right, on to the main discussion. So Updog, what have you been playing?
What are you playing?
What are you playing today?
It's a weird thing. Like
And if
My-
you will, just kind of because I know we've played we're both playing like 2 games or 3 games or whatever.
yeah.
Let's try and focus on one and then focus on the other and then focus on one. You know
That's
what I'm
not-
saying?
yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I think my taste in video games is really weird. Like,
Understand?
I can't really pin it down
It's
because
kind of the
like
same.
for example, like one of the games I'm playing or replaying, I guess I should say right now, is BioShock.
Ooh,
The
pretty good game.
the philosophically charged shoot 'em up horror / thriller video
Yeah.
game.
I say it's more of a thriller, really.
Yeah, it's not. There's
So,
horror elements, but like
kinda.
once you're strong enough to like hurt stuff,
Then it's
It's
like,
not really an
oh,
issue.
you think you're scary? Yeet.
you get like the
So-
2 armadillo things, and then you're good.
Oh, they already.
I love listen. I could probably do a whole show just about BioShock,
Oh, man.
which is why we should do. It should be in a dogfight at some point,
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
maybe against like
I'm trying to think of
Dead Space.
Dead Space would be one. Yeah.
That's a good one.
I was
think
trying to
could-
think of another one though. I can't remember. I mean, you guess you could do Borderlands.
That's true. They're both very. They both have like a very. They're both shooters. They have a very like unique style and
Yeah, and they're
Things
both
that
kind
go
of
into-
different enough to where you could
yeah.
put them against each other. So yeah, that's a good one.
So in BioShock, there's some really fun weapons you can get. Like you get like a
Mhm.
handgun, a shotgun, like a crossbow, rocket
Yeah.
launcher. And the thing about them is you can upgrade like through each playthrough, you have like a limited number of upgrades.
Oh, you have a limited amount.
Yeah, you can't
Oh.
upgrade you can completely upgrade like 1 or 2 weapons, but you can't upgrade all of them.
Okay.
And the upgrades like they physically change your weapon a little bit. So like for the handgun, I like increase the damage so it put like a bunch of little gears on it that like get hot whenever it starts shooting, and it just looks cool. Like the crossbow I have
That's
now.
interesting.
Yeah, the crossbow I have now is like a big revolving thing on it when it changes ammo and
Whoa.
stuff. Like it looks really fun.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
uh
Just like a visual representation of I got stronger.
yeah, it makes you
So-
feel stronger too. And
Yeah.
it's not like you get stronger not through like like finding some arbitrary like magical thing. You did it because you found the parts from dead enemies, and you just like you sat down and you built this bigger weapon.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
like that. Actually, wasn't the newest BioShock like announced yesterday?
What? What?
There was like a new game that was announced
What?
yesterday, and I can't
Oh, it
remember
was
if it
Borderlands.
Borderlands.
Borderlands, like
I was thinking about it. Borderlands like 3.
I almost had a heart attack. What are
I
you
was
talking
like-
about? What? do
I'm
you-
so sorry.
Oh. Yeah.
Man,
So-
we just talked about it, and so I was like, I think that was BioShock, and I'm like, no, that was actually Borderlands. Yeah, Borderlands 3.
So like the second half of the combat, like there's your weapons, your physical weapons,
Yeah.
or you can switch to these things called plasmids.
Plasmids. Okay.
Plasmids are like genetic enhancers that you take that basically let you do magic.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like for example, like the first one you find, there's also like a little cutscene too.
Every time you find
every
one?
time you find one. The
Mhm.
first one you find is like this like electrical plasmid, the shock plasmid. You like inject it into yourself, and suddenly like electricity is like flowing through your hands, and your character's like screaming and trying to like
Learn how to control it.
learn how to control it and stuff. And then like you get the fire one, and you're on fire, and you're freaking out.
That gum.
Yeah, they're all really interesting. Like one of them, just sets things on fire, but that
Mm.
also lets you like light oil canisters and like oil traps on fire.
Ooh.
So going and like the ice one like freezes enemies for a bit and like immobilizes them, or it can freeze water.
Mhm.
And the electric one can travel through water and shock like large numbers of enemies if there's water on
That's
the floor.
cool.
So when you go through, like if you're having trouble on a playthrough, you can stop and like re-equip your plasmids to kind of better suit the area you're trying to move through.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I think my favorite one, there's like a whole lot of them. I haven't even gotten all.
Like, there's a lot of plasmids.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of them is like it makes you can throw it on an enemy and all the enemies will turn on that one. One of them's like a dummy version of
That's
you
funny.
that
Okay.
they'll all
Yeah.
attack. One of them, like my favorite one, probably like turns big daddies into what big daddies are, right?
Yeah, they're kind of like the main bad guy.
Wandering around, they won't fight you unless you attack them.
Hmm.
But if you throw this plasmid on them, they'll start to protect you and just attack enemies that are trying to hurt you.
Oh, that's cool.
So
I like
you've
that.
got like a big strong guy helping
And
you out.
also, like, I guess that's really helpful because if you're trying to get rid of him or something too,
yeah,
then you can have those other smaller enemies kind of get some pot shots in, and then you can
Exactly.
start fighting them.
that's the thing.
So that's really
you have
cool.
to deal with both of them, but like putting them against each other gives you room to breathe and like think up a new plan.
Exactly. That's cool.
Oh my god, some of them are just overpowered though.
Yeah.
Like one of them, the telekinesis plasmid.
Always overpowered.
You just put out your hand and stuff like flies into like range of you to grip.
Hmm.
But if you let it go, stuff flies away. So you can like, if you get it strong enough, you can like pick up people and throw them at other people. You can
Mhm.
like, I killed a big daddy on accident because I was trying to throw fire on it, but I accidentally used telekinesis. I grabbed a sink that was across the room. It flew
Mhm.
towards me, hit him in the back of the head, and killed him.
That gum.
So like I was like, oh,
Oh,
I guess I am the strongest.
that gum.
Yeah.
That's whenever you figure out that ability's actually broken.
It's
when you
actually broken.
accidentally kill
Oh my
someone with
God.
it.
The most broken one is the bees plasmid.
The bees?
I don't even know what the logic to this is, but you get this plasmid, you inject yourself, and suddenly like your hands kind of turn almost like you have like honeycomb shaped wounds on your hands, and these bees start like crawling around on you, and you just kind of put
That's
out your hands
freaky.
and go like bees,
Bees.
and
And then bees just start flying at
bees
them?
like a swarm of bees attacks your enemies.
Oh, that gum.
They don't do like a whole ton of damage, but like it like I mean, it's a crowded room of people, a bunch of bees start flying around.
That's true.
What are you gonna do against
It's
that?
kind of like it's kind of freaky. You start slapping at him, and then you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna help
Yeah.
my friend," and it lands on his face. and, oh,
Everybody's freaking out. There's bees. Somebody knocks over a lantern. The room's on fire. There's still
yeah,
bees.
seriously, there's. That's pretty cool, though. I like
Yeah.
that. What is BioShock on? Is it on PlayStation? Is
It's
that
on.
correct?
I think it was on the PlayStation. It's on Steam. You can just buy it for $20 now.
Oh, that's nice.
There's,
Okay,
like- yeah.
nice. That's very interesting. Like, I've never played a BioShock game. I think I've watched someone play the ending of 2.
I still haven't.
which was weird.
I've only
but,
played the first one, and I want to play
Yeah.
2. My computer's just not good enough. But like
uh,
the best part of BioShock by far is the story. I don't even
yeah,
just go into it blind. Don't
it's
let
very interesting, is what I've heard.
It's
That's it.
so good. It's amazing. There's so many
Yeah.
twists.
It was just, man, the weird thing is, like, me not knowing anything that's happened, watching the ending of 2, I was like, what is this ending? Like, I was so
Yeah, yeah.
confused by everything. So since you haven't played it, I'm not gonna say what it was, but like, I was just like, what?
All I know is that like you play as a Big Daddy, and that's immediate. I'm like, okay, I'm hooked. I'm in.
Yeah, I remember that was something that was cool because you save, what are the girls that like the big
Little
daddies
sisters.
protect? Yeah, you have to like save them or whatever.
Yeah.
I think I don't remember exactly how it went,
It's
but
in BioShock. You fight the little sisters have Adam, which lets you get better or stronger plasmids.
yeah,
So like when you kill a Big Daddy, you can either free a little sister and like change them back into a person,
Mhm.
or you can like suck all the plasmid out of them and they like die or
Die.
something.
yeah, okay, yeah. So it's the same thing.
And it affects the ending of the game.
Yeah, which is cool. I like how it has like alternate endings too. That's an interesting
Yeah.
concept that people don't do all the time.
There's no like set mini quests in the game, but like if you come to a locked door, or like you find you can find like an audio log that's like hello, if anyone can hear me, I'm trapped in this room here, please like help us. The
Mhm.
code to the door is like this. And like later on in the game, you just like if you go a little bit off the beaten track, you find
Yeah.
that door and you're like, I know
I know the
I
code.
remember this. I know the
yeah.
code because I went to do this side quest kind of my own volition. There was no guiding force.
That's cool. I like
know.
that. And then you save the person, and whatever happens.
Oh no, they're
happens.
dead.
They're dead. Degum.
You don't. Everyone's dead.
Oh,
Rapture. You don't.
Oh, well, that's
no.
fair. Okay. Yeah.
You
Fair
find all
point.
their money though.
Oh, that's good.
So you can like break open vending machines and find some bullets.
Oh my gosh,
It's a
that's
dep-
crazy.
It's a depressing game.
That's a
but it's
different kind
good.
of world right there. You break open the vending machine and you find bullets.
Yeah.
Degum. Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
so what else have you playing? What's your other game?
What else? Okay. Like,
Because you said you have a very different taste in gaming.
I
so
have
I'm
very
interested.
eclectic tastes in video games. I've also been playing Kirby Star Allies.
Basically, the opposite of almost the opposite of Bioshock. I
Almost
guess.
the opposite of BioShock.
I guess like the plasmids and the copy
I
ability
guess,
is kind
sorta.
of the same ish.
I don't know.
Eh?
But like
I'm trying.
I heard that this Kirby game was really different than other ones, and that I would have to like beat the story and then keep playing. Like I couldn't just do it off my base impressions. And like I play this game now, and I keep telling myself like, part of me is like, this game probably shouldn't even be that fun, but it's really good.
But it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's really weird.
it's like the base for anyone who hasn't played the game. It's been out for like
A year or two,
a year or
maybe now?
two. But like
Yeah.
Kirby, you know what Kirby is, but like this one's probably the easiest Kirby game.
Oh
ever.
yeah. If you're just doing the base story, this is a easy game.
Yeah,
Maybe easier than the original ones were too.
probably. Some of the original ones are pretty tough,
Yeah, that's true actually.
but this is probably their easiest Kirby game because you got 3 like computer AI characters helping you out. It's a lot more fun multiplayer.
It is a lot more fun multiplayer.
Yeah.
I learned that very quickly.
The thing about it though is like when you get to the other 2 modes, the boss rush and the speed run mode, the whole game just like opens up for you. Like it becomes like it's like how what is the best party to get through the game quickly? Like how can
Mhm.
what is the best party to support this dream friend? And then in the boss mode, like your friends help you out a lot, but you got to manage their health like carefully.
Oh yeah.
like
definitely.
I think the strongest team probably we should make a Kirby tier list. That'd be hilarious.
All right. So King DDD is C tier.
C tier probably. He's solid C tier.
He's actually pretty good though.
He's
but-
okay. I love in Kirby lore. It's like you get to the final boss and he's just like, "Oh, I am Methuselah, the sea of goats, or
The
whatever,
Sea of
the
Goats.
eldritch horror from the depths beyond." And then
What the heck?
King Dedede's, "I'm King Dedede. I'm the King Penguin."
That's right.
Oh, that Kirby!
Ooh, that
It's so weird.
And then you have Spanish Meta Knight.
Spanish
If we're
Meta-
going by the TV show, he's got like the Hispanic accent or
I
whatever.
forgot about Spanish.
Yeah, I was about to say he's got
Meta
like the Hispanic accent in the TV show, which is the worst thing you could have done with him, by the way.
Meta Knight's theme in some of the games after that show became like
somewhat similar
somewhat
to his.
Spanish. They've got like
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
like-
They've got the regular acoustic guitar on there.
yeah, it's pretty good.
It's weird. You know what they turned him into? Dark Pit.
Dark Pit.
Because if you don't realize it, that's a Spanish guitar in Dark Pit's theme. That's why it's.
What?
That's why him and Dark Pit are so similar. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But yeah, I think the game's a lot better the second playthrough. I think the strongest team right now is like the Dream Sisters, then just 3 Magdalores.
3 Magalores.
Oh my
Magalore's gross.
God.
real
Magdalore's
talk.
gross.
He's really gross. If I remember right, Susie's okay. She's the robot
Susie
girl,
feels
right?
pretty balanced.
She's okay.
Actually,
I
like
think
someone I didn't
Marks is broken.
Marks is just straight up broken.
So like Marks, Magalore, the 3 sisters, and then someone's got to be Kirby. But what's his best power? You think?
Fighter.
Fight. Okay, good. I'm glad you agree.
Fighters
with me.
actually. Fighters like
It's disgusting
It's
how
got, like, the
gross
most-
that is.
it's got like the most complicated move set. Like
Mhm.
it changes Kirby from being like press B to like do the power to like what
Yeah.
are your tilts?
Yeah, It's like Smash almost in
Yeah.
a way.
I found out you
But-
could do the Kamehameha, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, dude.
oh,
The Kamehameha is like the coolest thing you can do with him. I was like,
yeah,
it's so neat. But
yeah.
yeah.
I was like playing through, and I got like through the main story, and I got Marks as like my dream friend. It was like I was having a little bit of trouble with one of the bosses. Like, Marks, do something. And he's just like he's smiling at me, and he splits in half.
Yeah,
Never
the
stu-
black hole.
Like, I mean, all the characters will like have little
It's
animations.
so gross.
like Meta Knight will like look at his sword or be like, just kind of sitting around.
Mm.
King Dedede will kind of stretch or do stuff. Marks never moves. He's
No, he
constantly
doesn't.
just rocking back and forth.
I think the one time I saw him move or like do anything, he started playing with his ball.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
kicking it around like a soccer star. And I
Kicking
was
his-
like, this man.
Yeah, I think every now and then he'll get like the weird like.
Yeah, he'll like
Yeah.
start going like, boo.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
But those are the games that I'm playing.
Awesome.
Dingo, what are you playing?
Well,
What
one
are
of
you
them's gonna
playing
be-
at?
what are you playing at? Well, the 2 games I'm playing, one of them's obvious, one of them is obvious because of the other one.
Let me guess.
I'll start with
Let me-
the not as obvious
the not
one.
as obvious one.
Yeah, I'm gonna start there. I'm gonna let you guess the other
Okay,
one
cool.
eventually, but for now I'm gonna start with the not
It's
as
Monster
obvious.
Hunter, right? You're the one who likes Monster Hunter. That's your thing.
No,
No,
stop.
You don't like Monster
No,
Hunter.
no, I don't like it. I'm sorry,
All
it's
right,
not my
I
thing.
forgot those.
But
yeah.
Only plebeians play that game. Anyway,
Oh no. Oh no.
he's not here to defend
What
it,
have you
so I can
done?
trash
The
talk
Monster
it.
Hunter fans are gonna tear us apart.
So by that you mean Nathan and
Nathan,
and
Alejandro,
Husky, and that's
Husky.
it.
Drowsy bastard. I'm sorry.
I'm so scared of them. Oh, that's right. Oh, I forget he has a name. Crap, dang it.
Yeah.
His internet persona is ruined, and I'm sorry. But I'm playing something called Dark Cloud. There's 2 games in this series. I'm gonna probably play the second one after I play the first one, but I gotta start at the beginning.
right.
And the way that this game works is it's a dungeon crawler with building aspects. And so I know it sounds weird, but you got to hear the story kind of to understand it. So there's this army guy who's trying to resurrect this genie, and he successfully does so. And he's basically just trying to conquer the continent that our hero is on. And so, and it sounds like so epic and knightly, but it's not. And so this genie and him, they go to the hometown of the main hero. His name's Toan, and they destroy it. And so Toan, his hometown's getting destroyed. I call him his girlfriend because he really cares about her, kind of, as you can see. But it's a PlayStation 2 game, so it's kind of hard to notice
Yeah.
some stuff.
I mean, PlayStation
But-
2 is. I mean, up until like Shadow of the Colossus, there wasn't like a whole lot
There
of.
wasn't, not a lot. But so anyways, so he dives in to save her from this building that's falling on her, and then all of a sudden the Fairy King appears, and he's in like this kind of like a space and time bubble with the Fairy King. They're talking, and he's like, "Hey kid, you know what? I appreciate you dying to save this girl, so I'm gonna give you this Atlamelia because I don't know who else to give it to, and you have to save the world now. Good luck, have fun." And he kind of explains some stuff on what you should do along the way. but he's really like, okay, I'll be real. I have zero faith in you, but I hope you can do it because I need you to.
That's refreshing.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
really
like,
funny.
You're the only hope of this world. You can save a world problem. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's basically that.
It's
He's
kinda-
like, there's not really a chosen hero for this. They don't give me a book. It's like, okay. So basically this Atlamelia he gives you, you go through the dungeons, and as you go through them, you find these things called Atla. So Toan touches it with his hand with the Atlamelia, and it goes into the Atlamelia. There's like this, it's a ball, it opens up, and then this thing of light goes into the Atlamelia. It's actually people and things that were in his town. And so he collects
Interesting.
the things and the people from his town. He puts it all back together. That's like what you're doing throughout the game. So he gets his town finished, and then he actually moves on to another place that got destroyed, and then he moves on to another place.
I'm
And
like,
as you go forward, you learn more about the genie and what happened. You learn because in the very first dungeon, there's this guy who shows up. He starts talking to you, trying to help you out, but all of a sudden, this dark energy comes and he starts attacking you. And so you see him again like a few times throughout the game, and you slowly start to kind of realize like something's up with this guy. And do you want me to kind of
darkness?
do you want me to give you some spoilery stuff? Because there's
I'll
actually a really cool story. It's really cool.
Uh,
Do you want me to kind of give you
yeah,
something?
go ahead.
Okay. So this guy is actually the Dark Genie.
Oh no.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So there's some time travel shenanigans in this game. And
Oh god.
yeah, I know it's
I love it.
I know,
I
but
love time travel. Please.
so way before the time where Toan lives, there was this king, and he is trying to fight this army, this other country's army, and he's facing off against them, but they're doing really bad. They're losing. And so he finds this dark wizard, and he is talking to him like, hey, I need help.
Mhm.
And so he says, okay, I'm going to help you. And he helps him, but he gives him like a lot of power, basically.
Oh no.
And so he's fine with it. Like he controls it pretty okay. And so he goes and he actually, before that happens, he meets this woman and falls in love with her, and becomes like that's his queen at this point. So he wins. He wins against that other country. He's kind of conquered it. And at his victory celebration, he goes back up to his room after everything's happened, and there's an assassin there to kill him.
Mm.
Well, the wife sees the assassin, and because it's actually the assassin is dressed up as the wife, and so he doesn't know it's an assassin. So he's about to be killed.
Oh,
the
no.
wife steps in and she dies. And so his hate and his anger and all of his dark and negative feelings came out of him and turned into the Dark Genie. And then that Dark Genie started destroying everything. And so what you as the hero have to do is what you're initially trying to do is you're trying to stop the genie from even being created at this point. And so you find out, hey, we can make this time gate and go back through time to maybe stop this assassin.
That's very Zelda.
So it is. And so you go back in time, and the assassin, you think you stopped them, but you didn't. They still kill the wife, and then he gets mad, and then you just have to defeat the Dark Genie right then.
yeah, time
It's
travel.
a really cool story.
This is like parts of this sound interesting to me. Like usually the main character, like it's kind of a trope of the main character in RPG's home being destroyed at the beginning of the story. But
That's true.
it's intriguing that you like realistically you wouldn't just leave your home destroyed. You would try to put it back together.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting story aspect.
Oh, and I almost forgot. So you're not just playing as Toan the
Mhm.
entire time. There's actually, I believe, 6 playable characters as you progress through the game.
That's a lot.
I'll tell you how you get this first party member because it's the best thing in a JRPG ever, and it's totally
Oh, no.
it's totally Japan.
As soon as you said JRPG, I was like, uh-oh,
So
here we go.
you beat that guy. Like I said, he kind of just pops up, and you beat him, and all of a sudden he kind of like turns on you. Like he somehow like beats you instead. And instead of like taking initiative and everything, the Dark Genie, because that's what's possessing him at this point, gives you a potion. Okay. So at this point, you've actually almost finished your house. And the last thing you have to put in your house is your cat that your mom and you
Oh
have.
God.
So you give
see where this
you
is
give this
going.
cat your
No,
potion,
no, no.
and she
please.
turns into this
No!
human cat thing, and she has a slingshot, and she becomes your
No!
party member.
Oh God.
She's the agile party member with a slingshot.
Oh no.
It's like the best thing ever. It's so funny because it's so out of left field. And for me, like I didn't know what an anime trope thing was or anything like that.
Yeah,
But that's totally an anime thing.
that's excellent.
And so that's like the only weird party member you get. Like one of them is another genie. And the reason she travels with you is because is the dark genie stronger than me? Probably. And so she travels with you. And then one of them is he's the warrior guardian of his home village. His home village got destroyed by the dark genie. And so he feels like he has to reprove himself. One of them is he's the son of an amazing hunter. And he's trying to prove that he can be just as good as his dad, if not better. And then I think the last one is a moon rabbit called Osmond. And he's got like this cool suit on and everything. He uses guns, which like everyone else, like the genie uses magic. The hunter uses a huge hammer, slingshot. Toan uses a knife / swords. And the guardian guy uses like staffs. And then you've got Osmond, who's using guns. He's just running around.
I always love it
It's
in
like,
fantasy
oh, okay,
stories.
cool.
I love it when fantasy stories when someone just pulls out a gun. Like it's always really
Yeah, it's like the
jarring.
funniest thing. It's like,
What?
oh, those are in this universe. And what's crazy is like you're on the moon at this point whenever you get him. And so you're kind of used to crazy things at this point, but you've also not really seen anything like guns. And so you're just like, oh, it's a gun.
At the same time,
Cool.
though, like whenever I see someone with a gun in a game or a movie that usually doesn't have like you wouldn't think there are guns. I'm like, why does everyone have a gun?
Yeah, exactly. It's like why doesn't
Wait a
everyone?
minute.
And the reason for like in this game is because technically the people on the moon have better technology.
Yeah, guns are a moon thing.
Yeah,
that makes
they're
sense.
moon thing. Yeah. So that's the game, one of the games I've been playing recently, and I would recommend it. You can get it on PlayStation. I think it's like $15.
That's
So
not bad.
it's pretty cheap.
I don't know.
And then the second one is pretty good too. They fix a few issues that I have with the first one, but I like the first one too. So
I think right now I'm saving up some cash, my like spare money to play Dead Cells on the Switch.
yeah,
That looks really intense.
I feel you there, dude. So anyway, so there's that. And then do you want to guess what the other game I've been playing a lot more than Dark Cloud is? You want to guess?
Mario Kart Double Dash. No.
Dude, I would have loved to answer
Actually,
yes to that,
Yeah.
but
I
it's
said
a good
it.
game, so
I
I'm
tried-
okay with you saying that.
I tried to think of like a silly game to say.
I thought you were gonna
but I
put
was
like a bad game on there, and you're gonna
I-
be like
I thought
Monster Hunter Generations, and I was gonna be like, no,
I thought I was gonna say a bad game too, but then I was like, wait, no, that's a good game.
you're too nice, man. You're too nice.
Bubsy 3D. No,
It's too late now.
It's Kingdom
Hearts 3, baby.
Yeah.
That's right. You already knew that as an audience if you've been listening to us long enough. But
I sure knew it.
I know you did. Okay, so now that we've been gushing about games, I'm gonna gush about this game.
Here we go.
So, the thing is, like, I almost don't want to because I know we're gonna talk about it for a dogfight in the future.
You can just say things
But
you like.
I'll talk about it now because this is me not having finished the game. I am past the point of the Disney worlds. Like, I literally just finished the last Disney World, and I also did one other big thing, and that's it. So, man, I'm just gonna start with the biggest thing in this game to me, which is the combat. The combat is amazing in this game. It is bar none. Like literally, I have not played a game with more fun combat than this game. You have the attractions, which are, I mean, sometimes I don't want to use them, and that's true. But that's the great thing about this game. You don't have to. So you can just keep kind of doing regular combat. You have the form changes with your keyblades. You have the different movement things like flow motion and all of your abilities and such that you use that kind of make your combos bigger and better. You have the fact that you can swap keyblades mid-fight. That is my favorite thing in this game.
I only played the first one, but like that actually sounded really interesting.
It is so nice because what I've done is for this first playthrough, I have to have the Kingdom Key because since I can upgrade keyblades, I can actually use that for the entire story. And so I also like its form change, which is second form. and basically you play a little bit more like Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora in a way, which is really fun. And so I like that one a lot. So like I've got that. I have since I just finished Pirates of the Caribbean, I have the Keyblade from that world. I'm trying to remember what it's called, but like I just got it.
The form change thing. Like I saw a little bit of gameplay on YouTube, and I remember thinking that looks kind of like the Devil May Cry form changes.
I haven't seen that, so I don't know what that is.
It's like there's a couple alternate forms that gosh, the guy from
Dante
from the Devil May Cry.
Yeah, I think it's Dante, right?
Yeah, it's Dante.
Yeah, okay.
There's a couple alternate forms Dante can go through. Like there's a devil one where he gets wings and fire and stuff, and you kind of go from like raw combo, like switching weapons and combo to just straight up destroying
just raw
things.
strength. Yeah, I gotcha. It's a similar idea, but there is still more combo-iness to it, I guess. But
it makes sense to go into a to have like really not necessarily combo heavy, but like fighting where there's a lot of options to switching to more of a more streamlined, quick combat.
Exactly, and that's kind of what it is.
That probably feels really good for the player.
Yes. So like the different form changes are really cool. Like I said, I love the Pirates of the Caribbean one because the thing about that one is it actually turns into a lance. And so you start like attacking the Heartless with a lance and everything. And then you can actually, because some of them you can form change twice. If you get the combo high enough with the first one, you just change it to the other one. The next one is called Storm Flag. And it's basically you're fighting with this flag. And that's what it is. It's so satisfying. And then I'll be honest, I'm going to go ahead and say this real quick. The weakest part of this game for me so far has been Frozen, that world. It was just bad.
I've heard a lot of bad things about that one.
And so it's my least favorite. And so, but the thing is, it also comes with like my favorite Magic Keyblade. Its form changes it gets these claws that you can kind of rip through people.
Like ice claws? Or
yeah, like ice claws.
Okay.
And then the second form change for that one is Blizzard Blades. And you get ice skates, and you also get like have you seen Big Hero 6?
Yeah, the big
like the laser glove things. They're like ice ones of that. And it is gross how strong that is. Even physically, it's really strong. Yeah. And so it's just crazy stuff, dude. It's really cool.
It seems like Kingdom Hearts games, like they'll throw in like classic Disney movies, and they'll throw in some ones that like kind of came out more recently. At least that's how it was in 2.
No, that's kind of how it is, yeah.
Yeah. Because they did a lot of ones in a 1 that are those are kind of the main. That's kind of why
they were kind of the bigger hits at the time, because like Tarzan was in there. I think it had come out like 2 years before, and so it was trying to get people to remember, like, oh, I like Tarzan. I should go buy that on DVD.
Do I like Tarzan?
Tarzan was a good movie. Don't hate.
It was fine.
I liked it.
Parts of it were really, really cool.
That's true.
But like, they always throw in a couple worlds where I'm like, what? Like
that's true. They do always throw some weird ones.
In Kingdom Hearts 2, they put in Tron, and I was like, "What?"
I know that was the coolest world, though.
I know, but it's
so fun.
I'm not saying they're good or bad, but at the same time, I look at them and I'm like, "What? Why is that there?"
Yeah, some of them are bad though. I won't lie. Like actually, sadly enough, Tron in Dream Drop Distance, I didn't like it as much. It wasn't as good. Anyway,
and then like in 3, they put in Big Hero 6, and I was like,
yeah, and that's kind of random, but the story in Big Hero 6 is really good. Like it pulls from after the end of the movie.
That's cool.
And so like they've kind of actually formed together as a team. Something that they do in the game that I didn't know coming into it was actually, do you care if I say this?
Go for it.
Spoilers for people that are gonna care.
I'm not gonna play it.
But it actually talks about how like they want different abilities. And so, like, you remember Fred from the movie, the guy that's in the, like, monster suit thing who breathes fire? He can breathe ice now, too.
That's cool.
So he does both. And so then the laser dude, he shoots lasers, too, now. And then Go-Go, she made it to where her discs ignore gravity, and so she can go up buildings and stuff. So, like, they each get inspired by watching Sora do stuff. And they're like, oh, we should have some new stuff too. And so they kind of upgrade themselves. And it's really cool seeing them go through that. And then also there's something story related that happens based off of what happens in the movie that was super cool and like totally unexpected. So I loved that. It was really, really cool. So I think overall, though, I'm going to like this game a lot.
That
It's pretty
sounds
fun.
that sounds good. Like some of the Kingdom Heart worlds were kind of like in the first one. That's the only one I played.
Yeah.
The stories felt kind of strange. Like in the Winnie the Pooh one, it felt normal because like we're all just hanging
It's
out.
Winnie the Pooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
who are you?
It's the same thing in this one, actually. I forget about Winnie the Pooh, though.
I
It's
love
in
that.
there.
Was probably my favorite part of the game. Just hanging out with
Well,
Winnie the Pooh and
In
Tigger.
2, it's fun. But, like, this is the problem that I also will say is out in 3, is the way they handled Winnie the Pooh. It's kind of shoved in. You go to Twilight Town, you get a message from Chip and Dale, and they're like, hey, Merlin wants you to meet him in Twilight Town for tea. But they don't really say it's Twilight Town, but you know it is. And so you go to Twilight Town, and Merlin's there. He's like, hey, I got this book. Sora's not on the cover of it again for the second time. Wonder why that is. Go inside and find out. So you go in, and instead of like finding pages, which to me, I get that some people would be like, oh man, we have to find pages again. It's dumb.
Yeah.
Whatever. I liked it. And so I wasn't too upset with doing that. And also it gave me like a reason to go back to Hollow Bastion. And also like you always got cool items from it. And so it was really good to do that.
That's the thing. Like, especially with any kind of RPG, I
Yeah.
always try to go through the whole game and like find everything. You know?
Exactly. And so like you go to Pooh's World in 3 and you just go through it. Like you seriously blaze through. There's 3 things you have to do, and it's the same game. I'm trying to remember what it's based off of. It's basically you're filling in these fruits or veggies or flowers, and you're trying to, for the fruits and veggies, you're trying to basically make it to where you're filling these pots and getting a high score. And then for the other one, it's you're trying to fill Pooh's honey pot that he has.
Right.
And so, but it's the same game 3 times and you're done.
Is it like a Candy Crush kind of mini game or something?
Kind of. It's similar to that. It's just like it's a little different.
It's a matching game of some kind.
It's a matching game of sorts.
Okay.
And so it's not interesting. It's entertaining the first time you do it because you're like, oh, this is kind of cool. And then you do it the second time, like, okay, there's like a bit of a difference because it's like falling down into this river, and if it hits the river, you're done, and you have to like try again. But like I did it pretty easily the first time, and then the other one with Pooh, you just have to do it very quickly because otherwise he gets too hungry and dies. So
Dies? Question mark.
yeah, and so
something bad happens.
It's fun. It's just kind of
If he doesn't get his
there.
honey, he becomes Dark Pooh.
dark.
He says bad words and eats people.
Eats people. Oh no, it's like Isabel. It's
He
like Dark
becomes
Isabel.
He becomes like a real bear with like a tiny little red shirt on.
Oh, dude, that'd be funny. I would actually love to have that as a boss fight in a future Kingdom Hearts game.
That sounds amazing.
Like, just turn Boo into an actual bear. That'd be great. But all right, so that's kind of all we've got to talk about as far as games that we are playing currently.
Yes.
So we are going to take a break,
Let's
and when
do
we
it.
come back, we've got a surprise for you. We've got some more stuff because we still have another hour. So
We
let's
do.
do it. All right, so we'll be right back. Stay tuned, and we'll do some stuff. Where's the mouse? There it is. Cool. You're getting to hear some technical stuff. We've got a mouse, and it does stuff. Okay, you know what? We hear that one all the time. We're just gonna go with this one. All right, cool. So please stay tuned. Love you guys. Y'all are great.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? Amid the chaos? Or is the best time perhaps today? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
You try to run me through, hold on, think again. Don't you know what you're starting? But you sure ain't got a clue how bad this will go. Don't you know know my art. And as you look to the horizon, not a cloud, but then stormy weather's caught you cold. Seems like it crept up out of nowhere, all around you. It's not quite what you foretold. You'll never see it coming. You'll see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done in. By the time it's hit you, your last surprise. I think you got your game planned out to a T, yet I'm 2 steps ahead, yeah. So, step into my way, stand down. It's a trap, one more step, and you're dead. Yeah, you're dead. Why, just a second ago, clear blue skies, but now lightning struck your last resort. It's not an accident that no one hears your cries as your last strength seems to dissolve. You'll never see it coming. You'll see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done in. By the time it's hit you, your last surprise. I'm coming for you. My game's always so fast, so fine. You're spun in. But the net you didn't catch it in time. Better think about your game. Are you sure your next move's the right one for you? Are you sure you won't get outmaneuvered again and again, my friend? You'll never see it coming. You'll see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done in. By the time it's hit you, your last surprise. I'm coming for you. My game's always so fast, so fine. You're spun in. But the net you didn't catch it in time.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Dog House featuring Dingo and Updog.
What's up, fellow gamers?
Yeah,
We're coming. We got about an hour left.
that's right. We do. We have
do.
about 50 minutes left.
50 minutes.
Sweet.
Why do you have to correct me on everything? Gosh.
I'm not. I'm just sorry. Okay. Anyways, so for our
Yeah.
final topic / kind of our final topic, we may talk a little bit about something else later, depending. But for our final-ish topic, we're going to talk about games we grew up with. Surely our listeners have also grown up with some type of game that they've played before that they have fond memories of.
Horseshoes.
Or maybe they just horseshoes. I mean, it's a game.
Yeah.
So
This is kind of, we haven't really done something. We've talked about games we've played, but we haven't like officially just sat down and gone over them.
yes.
Just because like this is kind of a gaming news show, so I thought we thought it'd be cool to like sit down and kind of
give some
look-
gamer origins.
give some gamer origins.
I just thought about it. I was
What
like,
was the
yes.
first time you attained that grain?
When's the first time you got that bread?
Mm,
Fun fact: health items in Dark Cloud are bread. It's different types of bread.
that's hype.
That's like seriously.
I
So
don't
every
know.
time I play that game, I'm like, let's get this bread, literally. So
Yeah.
it's pretty fun.
I love how like Castlevania kind of started the whole wall chicken thing.
Yes,
Oh,
I
it's
thought
just-
that's so
Just
funny.
a whole roasted chicken.
Inside the wall. How to get there? Oh,
That's not safe to eat, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
I mean, hey, it's in Dracula's castle that comes back after every like 100 years. The chefs are like busy those 100 years roasting this chicken and putting it into the wall.
the mace they have like they're both chefs and like masons. They
Yeah,
oh my god. Okay.
that's funny. All right, so do you want me to kind of go first with one of my childhood games?
Do
You
it.
wanna Go.
Hit
Okay,
me.
cool.
Hit me with it.
I'll do it. By
I
all
dare
means.
you.
Okay. Gosh, calm down.
I'm
Oh,
excited.
Okay. Okay. So one of the games I grew up with, and we'll just kind of alternate with this one. But one of the games I grew up playing a lot. Oh my gosh, something in my anyway, is Gotcha Force for the
Gotcha
GameCube.
Force.
It
Gotcha-
sounds like that, but it's not like that.
That sounds really familiar.
It's a GameCube title. It was made by Capcom.
That could be really
would-
good or really bad.
I thought it was really good. But it's a game that a lot of people that have played it before want it to have a sequel. Like even still, I was a part of a Facebook group forever ago, and actually I guess I still am. And I still get videos from that group that's like, look at this cool fan-made trailer for a Gotcha Force 2. And it's like, oh, this looks so cool. If only it was real. And
Mm.
so it's very similar to Custom Robo, I guess.
I love custom robo.
The difference is instead of there being a bunch of parts to customize your Borg or whatever, there's like a bunch of Borgs to play.
Okay.
And so you can play as like a multitude of lots of different types of Borgs.
it trades customability for just variety.
yes.
And
And it's a fair trade. Like I like Custom Robo just fine. I prefer Gotcha Force. I think it's just because it's what I grew up with. It's a
Yeah,
little bit of a
that-
nostalgia thing there.
that is like an
But-
interesting kind of comparison because when you went into a match in custom robo, you had to look at your opponent's robot and say, okay, he's got this base body, he's got that
Yep.
left gun, he's
So
got
you
that
knew
kind
what
of
he was
rocket
doing,
launcher.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in this game, it sounds like there's so many. Like I'm sure there were ones that were more popular. Just,
Oh yeah, there's the ones that are a little bit better.
Yeah.
But it was on the GameCube, and it's got like this cute little story that kind of goes with it. That's how you get most of the Borgs in general is you go through story mode. There's a multiplayer aspect in the terms of co-op and also fighting against friends. Up to 4 players can fight against each other. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
But
4 people.
it's actually like that's pretty cool considering like a lot of stuff that wasn't Nintendo, they didn't make a lot of 4-player things. I guess
That's
is a good thing to say.
The GameCube
Like 4
kind of.
players is like a big thing at
Yeah.
the time of the GameCube because that was the first time you saw it really was GameCube.
Yeah,
So-
like some 64 games you could do it, but it was not.
There wasn't a whole lot. There was
Yeah.
mainly 2.
Yeah.
And so I think it did a really cool job with that. And then also, man, there's just like I said, there's so many Borgs. But the cool thing is there's actually like a small little post that they made for each Borg. So like each one has like its own personality.
It's got their little like
It's-
log thing.
yeah,
for
it's
each
kinda
one.
like a little log
That's
thing.
I like stuff
And
like
so
that.
like Actually, hold on. I'll see if I can find like a good example real quick, just to show my good friend here what it looks like. If I can spell.
That's one of
I
my
can't
favorite
spell.
things about the Kirby game that I'm playing is like whenever you play as one of the enemies, they each have their own little blurb that comes up. I almost feel bad
Yeah,
about
okay.
destroying them, but
So this is your main guy that you get at the very beginning. His name's G-Red. I'm sorry for
G-Red.
people that aren't like here, but I'm trying to show.
it's a red
So
robot.
yeah, it's a red robot. It looks pretty generic. It's a small toy actually. So like this guy could basically fit in the palm of my hand right here,
Right.
supposedly. And so that's why I say it's also kind of like custom robo. So anyways, so like those are like it shows stats and everything, and then after that it'll show you a screen like this. And so this screen is like G-Red is your partner. He fights in order to thwart the Galactic Emperor's evil plans. He may be small, but his potential power is unlimited. And then finish enemies with a G-Crash from close range. So it kind of gives you a tip too. So it's really, really cool. I like it. It's a fun game. This is the main character right there. Oh, it's a GIF. Oh, okay, cool. I like that. I just found a video. It's got a bunch of the characters. But anyway, it's a really, really fun game. Like I said, there are tons and tons and tons. I don't even remember how many, like over 700 different gotcha boards to play as in this GameCube game. It was really, really fun.
That sounds good.
Um,
I like
So it was good.
I really liked like most of the games that were about like children's card games or like Pokemon or whatever. It was kind of fun to just sit down and like the world wouldn't be at stake. You're just having a chill time playing through
It was over 200. That's my bad.
over 200.
But
Oh
the
my
other thing is,
gosh.
and the reason I say over 200, because there's that, but then you also have alternate colored versions. You have silver ones, you have gold ones, you have shadow ones, which are pure black, and then you have crystal ones, which are clear.
Is
So you
that-
can get different like color schemes for each one of them.
Does that affect their stats at all?
No,
or is it
it's
just-
purely for cosmetics.
that's interesting.
So it's just kind of like a cool thing of I want to have one of each. Do it.
Yeah,
So
that adds in the aspect of like I want to collect all
Oh, wait.
200 of these.
oh no, this is saying that there are differences. Hold on. Each with various effects on the Borg's life points, though some Borgs are significantly harder to obtain than others.
Okay,
so there's some differences on the HP.
I imagine it affects like HP, maybe defense, and like
Maybe a little,
base
yeah.
damage.
That's actually really cool. That's funny that I'm learning that, and I've played this game for literally forever.
Mm.
Let's see. Apparently, it met with mixed criticism. I thought it was really good, but it's whatever. And someone said they didn't feel challenged, but they didn't play the game evidently because there's some really challenging stuff in there. Some really, really, really hard fights. That if you don't use the right, if you just don't have a broken team, and I did at a time, or if you just don't know what you're doing with them, they will literally mop the floor with you. It's really crazy. So yeah, that's one of my childhood games. Now, what is one for you?
I guess keeping in trend of like the GameCube is like when I was a kid, the 64 was a thing, but by that point I was probably too young to really play video games. I kind of had to I kind of came into my own during the GameCube, Game Boy Advance era.
Yeah.
I guess the first one that comes to mind is Smash Bros. Melee.
Yeah.
Oh my!
I was about to say that's gonna pull up for one of us at least.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get that out of the way. I am even back then, like there were only two games, Smash 64 and Smash Melee, and I could tell like Melee was for big kids.
Oh my gosh.
You
You
know?
can tell that Melee was like a huge step up.
Yeah,
Like even as a kid, you see the differences in graphically and everything, and it's
Whoa.
like, oh my word, this game is an upgrade.
yeah. I guess like I wasn't good. My favorite character was like Ganondorf, so even then I played
Oh, that's pretty good.
I played like mid-tier trash, but I mean
He was mid tier at least.
that's true. I could
At
have
least you didn't play Link in that game.
yeah.
That was me. No, like I'm saying I played Link in that game.
Did you
Yeah.
play Young Link?
So
or,
me and Eli both are Link
did you
boys
play
at that
Link
time.
or Young Link?
I played Big Boy Link. I
Young
didn't
Link's
play
for
Young
cool
Link.
kids. You're lame.
Well, I
Lame.
like whenever I was playing. Okay, let me tell you the story real quick. I guess since we're here, my older brother, he thought he was better than me at Smash, and so we both liked adult Link. I liked young Link, but I knew he had like less reach at the time.
That's
so like
true.
thinking about it, I was like, okay, so Big Boy Link's gonna be better. So he said, if you're better than me, and this is kind of how my older brother did some stuff when he was younger. But he would say, if you're better than me, you have to fight me as Link, and then 2 level 9 bots as Link, and win.
Wow.
So it was those 3 on a team and me on a team. and I won.
Oh no.
As a little kid, I won that fight.
Wow.
And ever since then, I was like, I've got to maintain that cool thing of being able to beat him in 2 level 9s at the same time. And that was the coolest thing I've done as a kid.
Yeah, just
But
I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff about Melee, and there's a lot of I have like some.
and
fond
now there's so
memories.
much technical stuff.
Now, like, there's so much. When the unknown showed up, I'm like, they're not even that strong, but
Yeah.
it's fun just to see the unknown.
I
'cause
forgot they were even in that game.
I watched their movie when I was a kid, and I was, oh my god, I know those ones.
I know those guys.
I know them.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
I'm trying to remember. I think it was called Silly Melee. Did you ever hear that?
No.
Oh my word. You've got to check it out. Okay, so Alpharad, for those that don't know, he's a popular YouTuber now. Or at least now he's popular. I followed him when he wasn't that popular. But anyway, so he made this version of Melee back whenever he was a little bit smaller. And basically they changed like a bunch of the physics and like a lot of other things. It just made it crazy stupid.
Just modded
It was
them, or-
great. It's kind of like a modded Melee, really.
Mm.
And so I would recommend, if you like Melee at all, download it. Like download Dolphin, download that game.
Was
Grass Fox thing.
I haven't heard anything about the
I think it's
monster.
Sylvanos is the
Yeah.
the monster.
I
of
haven't
grass.
heard anything about Sylvanos, but I've heard that the snake mech is like the one bad character in the game.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. So I've heard Sylvanos is like pretty good. I just haven't seen anything. I kind of jumped out of the community whenever it started getting like bigger, I guess.
I just
I need to
haven't.
play it more.
It's so hard.
Yeah. It's hard to get back into it too.
Yeah.
Especially with Ultimate. Ultimate's just
Oh,
so
yeah,
easy and
I
it's on
mean-
the Switch. Whenever Rivals goes to the Switch, I think I could give it more time. Probably.
They put in a new system of like having little animal companions that follow your fighter around.
Oh yeah. Do they do anything?
I don't know.
Or is it just-
I haven't played.
I know it's
No,
my
I-
thing. I'm like, I wish I could know, but
Yeah.
um,
Okay, getting off of my weird tangent.
Yeah. Melee.
Dingo.
Okay, yeah.
What is the game you played when you're chill? when
Here's
you were
another
youngin'?
one. Going back to the GameCube again. I've noticed a
I
lot
mean-
of GameCube games right now.
That's kind of
but-
the
It's the system that it's one of the systems I grew up with. I love, and I still do to this day, like I will every year, I think now, I've started doing it like this. Every year I will sit down and I will play the 1,000-Year Door.
I should have known.
Paper
Yeah,
Mario,
Paper
the
Mar-
1,000-Year Door is such a good game.
it is. It really is like an amazing game. I feel like
Mhm.
it. I almost feel like
You want to know what make it even better? An
let's-
HD remake on
Oh,
the
okay.
Nintendo Switch. I would love it so much. Nintendo, give it to me, please.
Give it to
But,
me.
Like seriously, if that gets shown at E3,
That's the good stuff,
I would
baby. Give it to me.
I would probably cry. I'm not even playing with you because I love Paper Mario, like the original good Paper Mario games, I should say.
Yeah, because like
Because I've played Sticker Star. It's trash. I've played Color Splash. It's like a better version of Sticker Star, but still bad. And
Yeah.
so just give us the game we want, Nintendo, please. You've started doing that with the Switch. You gave us the Mario games we so desperately needed with Odyssey. You changed the formula for Zelda and gave us Breath of the Wild. Change it back for Paper Mario, and you've basically done everything right that you need to. It's all you need to do.
I
Give us the game we want.
actually
Ugh.
I kind of agree.
man. Like seriously, they've done
Seriously,
it
though.
with every series. With
Yeah.
Kirby, that people got
Actually,
upset with certain things.
Kirby-
They changed it and made it better.
The interesting thing about Kirby,
So
this Kirby game, Star Alice, was kind of like a big celebration of all the past Kirby games.
yeah.
Apparently, they're going to really change up the formula for the next one.
Oh really? See, like they're
Yeah.
changing things.
More yarn.
They're making things better. Like Yoshi's Woolly World. It's not the craziest thing ever, but it's pretty good from what I've heard. And
That's
then
interesting.
you've got the fact that, and I know that this is kind of a sad one to bring up some, but Metroid Prime is getting a sequel. Like, at least we know. If you had told me a year ago that Metroid Prime is getting a sequel, I'd think you're lying to me. Yes, I know. I'm sorry, Logan. Look, I want that game too, but we have to wait. So, but like, we know it's coming, and we know it's coming for the Switch.
That's true.
And so, like, there's so many huge Nintendo property games that are coming to the Switch or doing things with the Switch. It's just like, give it to me. And please, and I'm going to specify this very, very loudly. Please do not put an HD remake of Paper Mario the 1,000-Year Door on the 3DS. That is how you kill that game. immediately.
I'll do it.
Did you see the sales with Luigi's Mansion 3DS? There wasn't sales.
Why-
Exactly.
Why did they do that?
They shouldn't have, but they did.
That's such a weird thing to do.
They should have. You know what they should have done with that? Because they'd already had a Luigi's Mansion 3 engine running for the Switch. You just make Luigi's Mansion 1 with the 3's engine. You give a precursor to it.
That's the thing. It's like
You have this stuff. It's just
Luigi's Mansion is probably the most,
okay.
in my opinion, is like the most graphically impressive game for the GameCube. It's not,
And it was like one of the launch titles.
it's not launch title, but it was
No,
like,
it was the launch title.
It was the same. I'm thinking of a different game. Yeah, you're right. Luigi's Mansion's the launch title.
Sunshine wasn't.
Yeah, Sunshine. I was thinking of Sunshine, but like,
Yeah.
even today, those graphics hold up pretty well. And just to put it on the 3DS, which a lot of games are really fun
It
on the
looks
3DS,
fine, but
I mean, the graphics are just not that good.
you know, people
There's
say
nowhere-
that, and what we really need to start doing, maybe Nintendo will start realizing it if we say it like this. No one plays their 3DS anymore. Like, I'm sorry, I love that like that little handheld. It's great. I loved playing it whenever I did, but it's not that anymore. That's not what people want. They want it on the Switch. It's the thing everyone has. It's the big pop thing.
I feel like
So it's just.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like Nintendo definitely shouldn't just give up its hold on like mobile console gaming.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's got to be ways to make it different or just make it more viable compared to the Switch.
Yeah.
Maybe giving it some tougher hardware that you could give to younger children,
Yeah.
Or-
Something like that.
giving it more like
And if you're
availability
gonna
than
do
the
that,
Switch has.
And if you're gonna do that, just don't play games that you know adults are gonna want.
You know what you could do? You could actually put like a library of Game Boy Advance games on it, because that wouldn't fit on the Switch at all, but it would work great on the 3DS.
That's true.
Why wouldn't you do that?
I mean, you could put it on the Switch. Actually, that would work.
You could, but like it would look weird having a 3D like a Game Boy Advance game like kind of expanded too big. Like
Stretched. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like
That's
some-
true.
it just might not work as well, but I mean it's something you could do.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Well, after another tangent, that was my second game. Let's see what's one of yours. Up dog. Well, you already mentioned it, I think.
Okay, so
Do you want to go to that since we've already talked about it for a second?
talk about what?
Luigi's Mansion.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I think I've talked about Luigi's Mansion a bit on
Okay.
this show.
Yeah, you're good. What's another one then? Childhood game. And
okay,
whenever we kind of start
this-
losing steam on this, we'll go to the other topic.
yeah, this is a game that it's not necessarily the game itself, but parts of it I really like, and the rest of it's garbage. I even thought this when I was a kid. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
I hate you.
Parts of that game are just trash.
I agree.
But the Cheo Garden is so much fun. So much fun.
The Chow Garden's fun. Sonic's levels are fun.
Ugh.
I thought really.
Ugh.
Well, wait. Is the only reason you played 2 Battle was for the Chow Garden? Are you serious?
Yes.
What is wrong with you, dude? Sonic's missions were fun. Knuckles' missions were sometimes fun, and Tails' missions sucked. That's
Okay,
how it
no.
works.
Knuckles levels were never fun. And
Well-
Rouge's levels were even worse.
Okay, Rouge's
They-
levels were.
They usually had like a
worse.
time limit.
Yeah.
No, don't do that to me.
I agree with that. Well, okay. Let me say this. The first 3, I think, of Knuckles were great. Because especially whenever you knew where everything was at that point, it's really good, I think. Whenever you get to space is whenever it gets bad.
It gets too big.
Yeah, exactly. Well, especially in Rouge's case. Because Rouge is the worst
actually-
level in the game, personal
actually,
opinion.
I have like a physical headache now just thinking about that. But like
I had a headache
okay.
as a kid too. So
The Chow Garden was really good, especially if you had Sonic Advance and you could trade Cheo with people. You could fight like other people's Cheo in the Cheo like fighting arena, and they just
Yeah.
like a Cheo that doesn't have really high combat skill. He'd be like, eh. And the one that can't like it,
yeah,
just
he
kinda,
was like roundhouse kick.
the one that has like really intense skill, would, like do a backflip 3 times, and then just
Yeah.
like study again.
Dragon Force Fist. Yeah, dude. Like the Chow Garden was fun.
Yeah.
I do agree with that.
And
Did you ever get like the
Oh.
crazy cool like
I got
custom character
got-
Sonic Chow or anything?
yeah, I got the Shadow Cheo, I got the Sonic Cheo,
Wow.
I got the Chaos, I got all 3 of the Chaos Cheo.
Wait, there's 3 of them?
Yes, Light Chaos Cheo, Dark Chaos Cheo.
Neutral, I guess.
Yeah, it's neutral. then there's like alternate ones. There's dark flying, dark flying, light flying, which both look like Knights and Rila from the Knights games.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's what they look like.
Dude, there's so much I don't know about the Chao Garden, apparently.
The nuances of the Chao Garden are.
I have it on my PC. I'm going to need you to come to my house and teach me how to Chao Garden, because I want to know how to make those guys.
It was like
That's cool.
There were some straight up anime moments in that just little pet simulator game, because
you had the racing one, which was okay. I didn't like it as much, but I loved the karate.
Yeah.
Chao karate.
I like. There's so many different colored. Like my favorite Chao that I had was a shiny normal Chao.
Yeah.
Like there's normal colors, like goes through the
Blue.
whole color palette.
Yeah.
And then there's like a shiny version of that. The shiny normal is like one of the rarest ones, where it's the normal like blue and yellow one,
Mhm.
but he's shiny. So when he turns dark, he turns all like silver and stuff with like
Whoa.
red highlights. And when he turns like light, he turns like blue and gold and stuff. It was
Oh,
really
that's
dope.
cool. That
I-
gum.
I thought like the Chao will eventually die if you like. The higher their stats are, the more you need to take care of them.
Yeah.
And if you don't, eventually they'll just die from old age. But
Mhm.
I didn't know this. This is
And
the
then
first.
they get reborn or whatever.
No, they'll straight up die if you don't take care of them.
Well, no, they die,
Yeah.
but then they come back.
I didn't know about that. Like I
Oh, you
thought
didn't know?
my Chao was going into its cocoon, and I was like, oh my god, he already evolved a couple of times. Is he gonna die? And then he turned into like his final form. I was like, this is a straight up Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
moment.
exactly. The Chao are actually Frieza. Dude, honestly, I could kind of see it.
It was really fun. The only problem was I had to play a bad game to get upgrades for them.
Okay, you know what? You're talking about two. I can understand.
At least with
understand.
Sonic Advance, like when I had my Chao in my little Advance garden, I could play through some fun levels on Sonic Advance.
Yeah.
But
That's true.
like,
Okay, I like Sonic Adventure 2, but if we're gonna go to a game I'd prefer over it, is actually the first one. I liked the original Sonic
I
Adventure
actually
more.
agree with you. Weirdly enough,
It's just, I don't know what it is. I guess it's like really, like Knuckles stages in that game were better to
Yeah.
me. Tails was
that's
not
true.
inside of a mech, which makes it a million times better.
It was
Sonic stages were fun. Amy,
Are you talking about?
Amy was okay.
Are you
She
talking about
wasn't bad.
the DX version?
Yeah,
of the
DX,
GameCube?
yeah.
Okay.
Amy's stages weren't bad. I didn't think they were bad. And then you have, not Omega, Gamma. And
Gamma's-
his was kind of fun.
Gamma's storyline is actually probably my
The
favorite. in
only
the whole
bad
game.
thing about that game is Big.
Yeah,
That's the only bad
I changed
thing.
my mind. The game's bad.
That's the only bad thing about that game. Froggy.
Yeah, Froggy and.
Although
Big
I'm
the
happy
Cat.
he's in Smash, but I mean,
What? No, stop it.
yeah, he's in Smash.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's an Incineroar skin.
No, really?
It's a purple cat, dude.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, did you not? Have
I'm
you
an
not seen the
Incineroar
purple
main
Incineroar
now.
Oh my gosh! No, hold on. Now I have to show you. For those of you at home, if you do not know, Incineroar in Smash. Here, let's see if it pops up. Yeah,
Oh
it
my
does.
god, that
Sure
is
enough,
Big the Cat.
It's right here.
I've never
So
touched.
it's literally, it looks like Big the Cat, but it's Incineroar.
That's so
and
weird.
it's the funniest thing. Like, look, this is I think it's a fan made one. I can't remember if that's the actual one or not.
It might be
but,
real. I'd
um,
believe it.
Yeah. So Big the Cat, Giant Incineroar. But anyway, yeah. So it's pretty crazy stuff. It's pretty cool.
That's so weird. I haven't played as Big the Cat long enough to know his alternate costumes.
You mean you haven't played as Incineroar
Incineroar,
long
yeah.
enough? You said Big the
Oh,
Cat.
no, I'm tired.
You're already turning into him. Oh no.
Froggy.
Froggy.
Yeah, but I think there's a lot of jank in Sonic Adventure 2 battle that was frustrating, but
Yeah.
it was kind of endearing in the first game.
Yeah, it was like fun. It was all
Like,
cool. So,
Whoops,
Yeah.
I'm over here now.
But
How did that happen?
let me think.
The final boss was a lot better too, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely. Chaos was more
Chaos
fun.
was like a cool bad guy actually.
Well, like I think the cool thing with one is the bad guy the entire time through. It's gonna be Chaos.
Yeah, and he keeps
In
changing.
2, you get one hint if you look very closely on who the final boss is gonna be for this game. For this game. For Adventure 2. You get
It's like
like
a-
one look at him and
It's
that's
like
it.
a big space salamander.
It's
or something.
technically lore-wise, it's supposed to be the prototype of what Shadow becomes, of what Shadow is.
So
It's the ultimate life form prototype.
which is made from the dark alien DNA or whatever.
Yeah.
Ugh, Sonic lore.
Yeah, exactly.
At some point,
because no one knew what the heck it was, and then Shadow the Hedgehog.
so here's the thing about Sonic games. Like after Sonic Adventure, the first one,
Mhm.
they kind of started taking from Dragon Ball Z, like really
They
heavily.
really did a
I mean,
lot more.
they already did with the Chaos
Super
Emeralds and
Sonic,
Super Sonic,
yeah.
but like they actually started following like plot beats, kind of, and it had a similar story. And I
Yeah.
think Sonic Adventure is the one that did it the best, probably.
Well, in Sonic Adventure, it wasn't Dragon Ball Z. It was its own thing. I think that's what made it better.
Mm.
And then in Sonic Adventure 2, it became a lot more Dragon Ball Z. And so that's
With-
whenever, because oh my, there's
with
another
Shadow.
hedgehog.
Yeah.
Wow. And they both go super. Whoa.
I found you, you faker.
And then also like the way that Sonic and him interact at first is absolutely Goku and Vegeta.
It feels like in the first one, like Sonic and Knuckles interactions feels like Piccolo and like Goku. You
yeah,
know?
really.
But
And
like
I think that's kind of what it is because
yeah,
Knuckles is on this floating island by himself. He's the last of his race. I mean, he
Oh my
figures out in
God.
a later game that his race isn't
Whoa.
all dead and they're on another planet
it is
or
Dragon
another
Ball Z.
dimension. Dude, it's I'm starting to connect a lot more dots.
Yeah.
It's basically starting to turn into DBZ. But the latest games where they started saying, let's not do DBZ, they've made bad. So I
Um,
don't know.
But yeah, I think Sonic Adventure had the best story probably out of
Oh
those
yeah.
games. Dude, I loved the casino level in that because like
Yeah.
you played the-
pinball.
you played the Knights pinball game.
That was fun.
That was dope.
That was cool.
Knights isn't even a good game, but like I love the
I love
art
cameos with
I love
her.
the art
Yeah.
style and stuff.
I think the best thing about Knights is in the racing games for Sega.
Okay, I
Because
don't,
you go through like literally their world.
Yeah.
And you get to see them and aesthetically it's all really pretty.
I don't want to say Knights is bad. I haven't.
It's pretty bad.
It's probably bad, but I've never played it, so I might like
So-
it or something. I don't know.
it's pretty bad, dude.
I'll take your
But-
word for it.
But anyways, so I'll go with one more of
Hit me with it.
a good
Hit me with it.
good childhood game. And that game is going to be Mario Party
Which one?
7
Oh
specifically.
yeah, 7's really good.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I had for GameCube. I think 4, 5, 6, and 7 came out for GameCube. I want to say. I know
have no
8 was on the. I know 8 and 9 were on the Wii. 9 no one knew about because it was a bad game, and then 10 came out for Wii U, and then now we've got
Yeah.
Super Mario Party, which I have that. It's pretty fun.
I've heard
but,
I've heard it's really good,
yeah.
but not like especially interesting compared to the other ones.
Yeah, I guess for me, what it is it's more traditional, and because of that, it's easily better than 10.
It's a safe
And
Mario
10 is the
Party.
last one I played
Yeah.
before this, and so to me, it's good.
Well, I mean, that's probably a good thing. There's probably gonna be like more Mario parties for this. There's definitely gonna be more Mario
Yeah,
parties. For
I'm
the
guessing there'll be
Switch.
another one.
They can get more experimental with different ones.
Yeah, exactly. And so, but Mario Party 7, what I really enjoyed about that one, for one, it had the tag team thing where you could have 2 people like working together throughout the entire
Oh
deal.
yeah, I forgot about that.
And they all had like unique team names whenever you put them together. So I thought that was funny.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
So
What was the
played with
Waluigi and Wario team?
I can't even remember, man. It was such a long time ago.
Yeah,
I just remember that like whenever you put Mario and Wario or Luigi and Waluigi together, they had like the good and bad one or like the weird and ugly one or whatever. Like I can't remember. It was just funny.
it's funny.
And so like the mini games in that one, I still remember how to play all those mini games. Like literally, they're all
Yeah.
ingrained in my head.
Like there's
and-
some. That's the thing about games you play as a kid. Like you could put the console. If you sat like Mario Kart Double Dash in front of me, I could go through Daisy Cruiser without like a single.
Yeah, like
problem.
let's do it. Seriously, same. And so I know that like every time me and my older brother, whenever we're moving stuff, we're like, come on, man, it's just like Mario Party. Because you remember in 7, there's that game with the battery and you're trying to put it in.
Yeah.
We were so good at that I can't remember if we tied with the world record at one point or if we got close. But like at least we got really close to the world record in that game actually of that mini game. It was hilarious how quickly we could do that. It was cool.
Sounds cool.
But anyway, so yeah. So you have one more maybe?
Do I have
You
one
think?
more? Do we have?
Or
do we have
do you
another
wanna go-
thing?
we have a kind of other thing, if you remember.
Oh yeah.
We talked a smidgen about that. You
Okay.
want to jump straight to that, or you want to go?
I think I got one more left in me.
Okay,
Probably.
let's do one more.
Let me think. I Mario Kart Double Dash.
No,
I
I
mean,
was about to say we've talked about it.
I will maintain that Mario Kart Double Dash is the best Mario Kart.
I can't disagree
I will
because
die-
I agree with that.
Oh, okay.
I absolutely agree
I
with
thought
that.
I thought there would be some controversy, but no.
No, dude,
I mean,
I'd die on that hill
yeah.
fighting for that. It is the best one. I think, man, I'll be honest. I think what could be good if they made Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but they put the ability to have 2 characters on a cart,
just put a Double Dash mode into a Mario Kart. It's
and
not-
it makes it the best Mario Kart game.
yeah.
That's literally all you have to do.
If you
Everyone will love you.
yeah, I mean all the cool stuff that they have now, just put in like 2 rider system, and it would just be the
That's
best
it.
one.
Yeah, it's the best one.
Yeah.
Like, because Double Dash, if you think about it, there's really not anything that makes it particularly crazy cool.
No, not really.
The only thing that makes it great is the fact of, oh, I can mix and match my Mario. It's kind of like what I was saying with Mario Party. You mix and match Mario characters and you put them in, and
Also being
They do
able to co-op play one car was really
Yes.
fun.
that was so much fun. That's how me and my older brother got through Rainbow Road, man. That's how we made
Jesus,
it.
Oof.
Rainbow Road at the time was so rough,
Yeah.
but like now, whenever I play it, I'm like so good at kart racers now that it's like, oh man, I just love this stage.
That's like the
it's
final-
really fun.
If I haven't played a Mario Kart before, then I'm always like, Rainbow Road, are you sure? I
Yeah.
don't know this one, but if I play Mario Kart Double Dash, I'm like, okay, let's do it.
It's like,
Bring
I'm
it.
gonna murder you, bro. Let's go.
Final destination, no items.
Basically, man, I
So-
tried playing Mario Kart without items because, like, you do that with Smash, and I was like, how is it with Mario Kart? It's so weird. Never play Mario Kart
Sounds
without
weird.
items.
That's like what you
It is
do.
the most disgusting thing I've seen.
Sounds boring, honestly.
It is. It's like if you get first place, you kind of just stay there.
Mario Kart is like it's like a kart racer, but it's also like Russian roulette. somebody could just bite the bullet and
Basically.
lose.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can be first place, you go to 12th, and then like last 5 seconds of the race, you go back to first.
Yeah.
It's like boom.
Something, but like I think there are certain teams that are better though, because
Yes.
you could decide
Because the
what
ultimate items.
you could decide what ultimate items you get. I think like my favorite team was like Toad and like Baby Mario in the
Oh, yeah.
in the Bullet Bill car.
Oh yeah. That one's
It's like-
cool.
If I needed to speed, if I was in the lead, I could switch to Toad as my gunner,
Mm,
and he would get his ultimate item and help me get a stronger lead.
yeah.
But if I was behind, I could switch to Baby Mario and get his item, which is the chain chomp that drags you forward across other fighters.
I think
Or
my
drivers.
favorite team was I used the train car, the little train, Diddy Kong's little barrel train thing. I used that. I had Diddy Kong
Oh!
and I had the red paratrooper because
I forgot both
getting
the paratroopers in that.
getting the shells, the triple shells in that game was gross. And then Diddy
Ooh.
Kong had the big banana, like
Yeah.
like Donkey Kong
Yeah.
did. And the big banana is the most horrifying thing in Mario Kart history. Like if they, that may be something else that made Double Dash so good was the unique item system.
that's true.
I think they should bring that back.
you know what?
That'd be really cool. You can give everybody a unique item.
PD Piranha and Ghost and
And
King
King Boo.
Boo were drivers in this. I don't think have they been in other Mario Kart games?
King Boo has.
King Boo probably
Petey Piranha
has.
has not.
That's sad.
Because that was Petey Piranha.
yeah. That's probably references to like I mean
Because Sunshine,
and
Luigi's
Luigi's
Mansion.
Mansion came out.
Yeah. And they were the two that were teamed together. And their special, which like for a long time, I had no idea what their special was. Their special was they got everyone else's.
Oh, just like a roulette.
Yeah, it's like they basically they could get anyone's. So
That's
they could
cool.
get Bowser's huge spiky shell, which that was another good one I forgot about. But
Yeah,
you
that-
could get that. You could get Mario's fireball thing. You could get Peach and Daisy's disgusting pickup thing. Because do you remember that?
Oh my god, that move is so cheap.
Yeah, because you
I
could
hate
pick
it.
up the stupid banana.
Ugh.
I lost to that so many times because the person behind me would have Peach and Daisy. They'd use the heart thing. They pick up my banana and then they put it right in front of me, and I'm like, no.
You know
So-
what? There was something special about that game. Now that I think about it, some of
Yeah.
the levels were just fantastic.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
they brought them back, and
Yeah.
they're pretty good still. They're not as magical, but I mean they're still cool.
They're still good, but like I'd rather play them on the GameCube. I guess like
Exactly.
the one that's like a bridge and it's just like a busy highway.
Mushroom
The
Highway.
Mushroom Highway, and
Yeah.
like the Daisy Cruiser is probably my favorite Mario Kart.
The
level
one
of
I
all
think
time.
of is like because of it's in a later game, is Shy Guy Village, the one that's like on ice where they're skating and everything. Yeah, because that one was fun. I still love that one. But it's also on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah.
And it's still fun. It's just like I like the new stuff they added, but I prefer the old one. I like it.
Yeah.
And so it's just one of those things.
The desert track at the end of the Mushroom Cup.
Yeah.
That one's dope.
That one's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't usually like desert tracks, but that one was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think that one and Mario 64 both had pretty good desert tracks.
Yeah. I think my favorite track in that game, that's actually really hard to guess. Actually no, it was the Wario one. The Wario Stadium or
Wario
Coliseum.
Coliseum, yeah.
It was 2 laps because it was so long, but
That
it was
one-
so much fun.
That one's pretty good. It's
really fun.
Oh,
It's
do you
really
remember
good.
you remember the battle mode though?
Oh yeah, dude.
Double Dash had like the
The,
best battle mode.
Yeah, because it had the warp pipe stage.
Yeah.
That one was gross. And then
Uh.
I forgot about Dino Falls. That was a good stage.
Yeah, Dino Falls is really fun.
Honestly, the entire Special Cup was really good. Like real talk,
Yeah.
it was just a good Special Cup.
It's like the double driver mechanic was good. The stages were good. The battle mode was good.
The
It was-
unique items were good.
It's a good, solid Mario Kart. There's nothing I can point to and say this is bad. You know,
Yeah, really.
some of the tracks were like meh, but I mean, there were the tracks that were supposed to be, like
Yeah.
Luigi Circuit and Luigi Circuit.
See, Luigi Circuit wasn't the worst one to me. I thought that one and Mario Circuit were both kind of meh, but
Do you remember the
They were
Donkey
the worst
Kong
one.
stage where you get launched out of a cannon?
yes, that's. Did you know that's in Deluxe?
Is
Did you
it?
know
I
that's
gotta
in
get
it?
deluxe.
Yeah, it's in Deluxe. It's got the
got
Cannon one, and it's got the Shy Guy Village. It's got 2 more. It's got Waluigi Stadium, I think. Which that one was one of my favorites as a kid. And then, I'm trying to remember what the other one was. I know it has one more. I think. Oh mess, I can't remember. I can't remember what it was. I may look it up. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Wow, just,
I
just
mean,
look
there's-
it up.
it's a good game. That's my Mario Kart Double Dash rant.
Maybe this will pop up. We'll see. Oh, Yoshi Circuit from GameCube.
Oh yeah, Yoshi Circuit.
That's the other one.
Yoshi's Circuit is
Yoshi
like
Circuit was so good.
it's so good, but it's actually
I loved
like
that stage.
it's really hard to drive on just because it's shaped like a Yoshi. The turns
Baby
feel
Park.
like Baby Park is a battle.
Disgusting.
It's a disgusting.
That's actually like a battle arena that's called a race.
Yeah, like if someone gets the Bowser Big Shell and just throws it down the track, like
Yeah, you kind of just
everyone.
die.
everyone
Oh yeah,
dies.
it has the desert level from GameCube.
I actually have to get Mario Kart
I forgot
8
about that.
Deluxe.
It's really good. It's Sherbert Land, not Shy Guy Village. I'm dumb.
Oof.
But and then it has the N64 Rainbow Road, which is pretty good.
That one's probably my favorite
Um,
Rainbow Road.
It may be mine too. You know what stinks about it?
Was that?
Instead of making it 3 laps, it segments the stage into 3 laps, and so it's like one big, huge race. And
Is there an Animal
kinda like
Crossing?
it. Yeah,
stage?
there's the DLC stuff that came from the Wii U one, but it's in Ultimate in Deluxe. It has the Hyrule Circuit,
Mhm.
which also has the Zelda stuff, and then also has the Animal Crossing one, which is called the Bell Cup. Not the Bell Cup. It's the mixing my cups here. It's the Crossing Cup. It comes with the Animal Crossing theme stage.
That's cool.
Yeah, but the Bell Cup's actually my favorite. I love that one because it has Big Blue from
Oh
F-Zero.
yeah, it has like an
It's
F-Zero
gross.
stage.
And it's got that one. It's got Mute City too.
Bow, bow.
So yeah, it's
Yep.
pretty good stuff, man. It's really good.
This is a good
Awesome.
game. I'll play it again someday probably.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I'd get Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but I don't really have anyone to play with right now.
Yeah, I don't have it anymore. That was one of the things. I don't know if anyone knows the story on the show, but I sold a lot of games, and the PS4 that I have now is not the one I had before. I sold that and a few other games and some other stuff to get a ring to propose, and she said yes. Thank goodness. That was nice.
Wow.
So yeah,
I'm sure you'll be a great husband and a terrible gamer for giving up your games for something like love. That's crazy.
I'm sorry. Anyway, I've
Alright.
already prayed for forgiveness from Father Gamer. What?
Don't talk about Father Gamer.
It was a joke.
What are you talking?
Is that a thing? Is that a thing?
No.
Father Gamer? I was like, is that really a thing? I don't even
No.
know.
It's a thing
But-
now.
Yeah, I guess it is. Okay, so real quick, since we've got like a short amount of time, we'll make a quick little segment on something else we kind of like somewhat. Is mobile games. I play quite a few.
I like.
I don't know if you do a whole lot.
I
but-
like a couple. I've liked a couple mobile games.
Okay, we'll just kind of do some like brief mentioning
Yeah.
a little bit. I'll let you start out. What are one or two mobile games you just think were good?
All right. So, my freshman year of high school, somebody showed me this game called Dragon Veil. I spent like all of high school playing it.
Yeah,
I got some of the hardest to get dragons. It's a game where it's kind of like Pokemon, where you breed different. There's a bunch of dragons and they all have different elements, and you breed them together to get like special ones depending
I'm trying
on.
to remember. Did they even fight? I think you just breeded them.
There was a fighting game like later on,
Yeah, that's
but
what
it wasn't
was.
that good.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
right.
You could send them into like a race mini
The
game.
race. That's what it was. Yeah, I was like, there was something else, but
But like depending on like the date or like special events, you could get special dragons, and it wasn't. I don't want to say it was fun. It was definitely addictive though.
yeah,
At some point, my phone broke, and I guess I just never Apple stopped doing its Game Center service, and they changed it to a different thing, and I just didn't.
Yeah.
I just lost all my data, so like I
that
lost
sucks,
years
man.
of work.
That stinks.
I'm not gonna play that game again ever.
What's another mobile game you play?
Jetpack Joyride was fun.
Ooh, that was a good one. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, Jetpack Joyride's good. You
Yeah.
play this little guy on a jetpack, and you get special like different jetpacks.
Yeah.
depending on the-
I think that's like a free game.
it's
for good.
You can buy stuff if you want,
Yeah,
like
Just like in-game
microtransactions.
stuff. Yeah, I got you.
What's a
Cool.
mobile game you like? Because I think you play more than I do.
I probably do on the phone. There's two big ones that I enjoy the most. One of them is Marvel Contest of Champions. It's really fun. It's really addictive. Basically, it's you roll crystals to get stronger champions. You get the upgrade materials to upgrade them, and then you fight through the campaigns and stuff. And they always have like these cool events happening. Sometimes they're not as cool, but I mean, hey, it happens. But Kabam does it. Usually, they started doing a lot better with making some really interesting and cool events that give you really good rewards, so you can start getting a even better roster. And the really cool thing is it's a bunch of Marvel characters.
Yeah, that's
And so that's the main selling point, I guess, is really that you're fighting with Marvel characters. There's some really cool challenging stuff. So if you're into like hard challenging stuff, I would recommend getting the game. There's microtransactions in it as well, because it's a business. It's trying to make money. So yeah, but it's a pretty fun one. It's not the one I've been playing a lot recently. The mobile game I play a lot now. And like, I mean, a lot. Like, I've started sinking in time. I've joined a Discord chat and started watching a podcast. Like, I'm
Oh my-
into this game.
you're
I'm super serious.
like, what
I'm
mobile game could be so deep and complicated we need a podcast?
Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia.
Oh yeah, that'd do it.
It
That'd
is
do it.
seriously first off, it's such a fun game. And I feel like what makes it, and I know I just said that this is a great game, but what makes it better than Contest of Champions is instead of pulling for characters, you're pulling for weapons. And so like certain characters have specific
Ooh.
weapons that work better with them. And if you fully limit break them, which is basically getting 3 more copies of it, putting it into the one and then leveling it up. If you fully limit break them, you power up that person's abilities. And so it's really fun because you can go through the story stuff, go through these things called lost chapters, which basically if they don't put a character in stories in the story mode, they'll put it in a lost chapter so you can get them from that. But so you can get all the characters from that just fine, and you can rank them up and make them super strong. They just may not have the weapon they need. No, I say need. They just may not have a weapon. And so certain characters, they need both weapons to be effective. But then there's other characters, like a good example for recently is Galoof. He only needs what is called a 35 CP because there's different amounts of CP depending on the weapon. You've got a 15, which is your like basic 5-star type thing. You have your 35, which is a better version of the 15, and it helps the second ability. And then certain characters in the global version now are getting something called an EX weapon, which gives them a third ability, and it also gives you 70 CP to equip more stuff. And so it's really, really fun. I would recommend if you're into any sort of turn-based game, if you're into fun games in general, honestly, any kind of fun RPG where you upgrade your character, I would recommend this game. It's just so much fun. And I'm going to shout out to the Crystal Chronicles. They're a podcast group They do really good with updates and everything. And yeah, they're really cool. So yeah, I mean, I've really enjoyed playing with them. I'm kind of new to them, honestly. They know me over there as BDog345 because that's my tag I go under most of the time with games and other things. It's what I've gone under since I was younger. So it's with 2Gs too, so I'm cool. But anyway, so yeah, I think it's really kind of all the time we have.
Yeah, I think we're about
Real talk. We're
got-
kind of
Yeah, I think that's it. We got
done.
4 minutes.
Yeah, we've got about three more minutes left. Well, actually, no. Is it 3 more minutes left? I'm not on this thing. I should have been on this thing. Yeah, it is about 3 more minutes left. Cool. So, yeah. Overall, let's just kind of talk a little bit about what we talked about today. Just kind of an overcap.
What did we learn today?
What did we learn today?
I didn't learn.
I got my binder up like I'm about to sing a hymnal, bro.
Oh boy, I didn't learn anything about Sekiro. Thanks for that, Eli.
Yeah, Eli.
Eli.
Thanks for breaking your. Oh wait, we broke the rule.
I did it on purpose.
I know. Anyway, so top of the hour stuff. Just to remind you guys that Persona 5, the Royal, Persona Q2, and Shantae 5 are upcoming games that will be coming. Some of them pretty soon. Some of them a little bit later.
April 24th, baby.
I'm excited about the Royal quite a bit.
Please,
I
put it on the
really hope it's on the Switch.
Switch.
Yep, I was about to say. We also learned a little bit about the Apple Arcade and Google Stadia, and we learned that there really isn't too big of a deal of having a cloud-based system anymore because most people are always online. So that was something we learned. Something we learned. Oh my gosh, I'm turning into a teacher.
What have we learned today?
And then we talked a little bit about BioShock, Kirby Star Allies, which are games that Logan is playing currently.
I have weird taste.
He does have weird taste, and I do too. I mean, I won't lie. I've got some weird stuff that I've played too, but just did not discuss. But I am playing Kingdom Hearts 3. Please play it. It's a great game. I'd recommend it to literally anyone. And then also Dark Cloud. Also recommend that one if you like old school PS2 games. It's really good. So then our final 2 discussions were games we grew up playing. And if you haven't played these games, we recommend them, I think, pretty much.
Most of the games we covered were pretty mainstream, like classic games that people like for the GameCube. So,
and I think almost all of them were GameCube games. Yeah, I was about to say.
That's weird.
I mean, hey, we both grew up with that console. So just to read like some of them I had written down was The Thousand Year Door, Luigi's Mansion, Gotcha Force, Sonic Adventure 1. 2's okay if you're playing Chao Garden, according to him. I like some of it.
The Chao Garden,
it's pretty good.
Chao Garden is good.
And then also Mario Party 7 and Mario Kart Double Dash. And then also to throw these mobile games out there for you guys. If you like Dragons, Dragon Veil's a pretty fun game. I played that too as a high schooler, which is kind of funny. We seem to have some interesting and similar tastes in games now.
Most of the time, like we have our own things, but every now and then
we have some really like
we come together
moments.
We both like Kirby. We both like Dragon Veil, apparently.
Soon enough, we're both gonna like Kingdom Hearts. Anyway, so
I didn't say that. What was that?
I'm sorry. What? I didn't say.
I'm sorry. I thought I heard something about Monster Hunter.
I'm done. All right. Well, that's gonna wrap up the show. Remember, you guys were listening to the Doghouse here on the Tower Radio. Please listen. I believe next up is Josh. Yeah, Josh Burns. He'll be coming up pretty soon, I think. So I think he's at 5 o'clock. So wait here another hour. You'll get to listen to him. And then he also comes back on at 6:30. He talks a lot about he's got a lot of stuff. So
listen up, viewers. The Josh Power Hour is incoming.
All right. See you guys later.
Bye.
Boom. All right. Now that's the radio show. For those of you listening on YouTube, thank you very much for listening. We like having people that appreciate seeing our faces. Hopefully next time we will have Husky with us and we could talk a little bit about Sekiro and some other stuff. Maybe we'll have a dogfight. Who knows?
I think.
Actually, wait. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it the next one going to be
a dogfight? We'll have a dogfight.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's our our first April one, so it's gonna be fun. I'm excited about it. It's gonna be good. It's actually probably gonna be our best dogfight.
Definitely.
I think it's gonna be the one that all of us have been waiting for.
Is it you and me?
Actually, wait, is it me and you?
I think it is.
Oh my gosh, that makes it 30 times better.
Yes.
Let's go. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And I hope you guys come back. Please. If you want, you can watch some of our other videos. We've got some other stuff that are from us on this YouTube channel. But we also have, and we're starting to add a little bit more stuff to our YouTube channel. Our other radio shows are going to start doing live stuff here on YouTube. So please come and listen. It's pretty good. I
Yeah.
like it. So
Oh, tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, tune in to this YouTube channel and you can
Hair of
find
the Dog.
Hair of the Dog. Our morning
Husky
talk
will
show.
actually be there.
We got some interesting
So-
some certain shows like finished up and we watched a couple of movies. So we're gonna have an interesting
Ooh.
topic.
I'm gonna
like,
have to
stuff
check
we can
that
talk about.
out
Yeah.
if I'm awake, honestly. But all right, cool. Sounds good. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch y'all later.
On the flippity flip.
I was gonna say the flippity flop.
On the
dude.
flippity flip.
I'm not even like, okay, bye.